They also called you a hoe. What?
I said, but Cheyenne's still here.
Hello.
Okay.
That's not a snack I'm
That's good.
allowed to eat.
Alright.
Oh,
Let's see if this will be loud enough. You might have to turn up EXO. Oh yeah, you will have to turn up EXO. This is pretty quiet.
I gotta pull up my also fabulous dice roller app that
Alright.
fucking hates.
Jasper, no, sorry, wrong one. Tommy and Katja. You see the visage of a humanoid based on those two yellow eyes staring into your soul.
Ew.
Their head tilting.
I already know who you are. The angel and the stag. And I know why dearest is after you. You're part of the prophecy. Prophecy that has led you here.
Katja and Tommy?
Yes. Apparently.
Or something.
Something alright. Prophecy you seek the answer to. And I may allow you to access. Follow me.
Wait, really?
You should probably ask who this dude is.
Perhaps we should make an introduction.
I was about to say, if you already kind of know everything about us, I'd like to know a little bit about you.
Well, I suppose that's only fair. I am known as, and you may call me, Alastor, the guardian of the passage.
So his name is Alistair?
No, Alastor.
Alastor. Me. Whispers into my breath, little bitch.
Heard that, angel.
That was out of character.
Wait.
Guardian of the passage. The only passage mortals such as yourselves could dream taking to gain access to the Athenium.
Hold on, be
God damn it. You leave now? Okay.
Leave during my monologue.
That's alright, I need to pee.
You sly dog, you got me monologue.
Go ahead and piss, Italian man. Where else is there?
Ah! I no longer need to pee.
Do you actually?
I mean, I
They
wasn't
gone.
saying that in character, so...
I know. You can go ahead and pee.
I wasn't waiting for your permission.
You're waiting now, aren't you?
You're waiting now. Go ahead and pee.
Shush! Yeah!
Alright. It's just me and my eyes. I have googly eyes.
Googly eyes.
Yes. Nothing like having creepy music in the background while I'm shaking googly eyes.
Nothing like creepy music while eating pizza. Cold leftover pizza.
Okay, some of these eyes are really small. And it's just...
Fun.
Alright, we'll just,
Guardian of the secret tunnel.
Guardian of the secret tunnel!
We're waiting for the Italian man to finish pissing himself.
Okay, I'm back with, a singular piece of chicken on a toothpick.
Oh, so you don't have to worry about dinner then?
Not until later, because I told my dad not until later, and I did eat something at trip.
Okay.
I'm eating a pizza.
Okay, we're just waiting for the piss boy to come back.
Vibing with my butter garlic chicken.
Well, this is just kind of awkward.
And I hope, what is it here? I hope that you've turned up the music, because it's a little bit quiet.
I have.
EXO has been turned up because for some reason with the current pair of headphones that I'm wearing, EXO has always been super quiet for some reason.
Okay.
But yes, I hope everybody enjoyed my Guardian of the Secret Tunnel joke.
I did.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Through the mountain. Secret tunnel.
You see, this is why we have Luke do the deep voices, because I don't have the
And
do that deep voice.
I'm Batman.
Okay, piss boy, come on.
Okay, good boy.
Y'all done now, this boy.
You've heard of
Orange.
orange boy. Now get ready for piss boy.
Lemon boy. Are you
That's a
done
song.
yet?
I know it's a boy. I know it's a song. I've heard the song.
Watching
Done.
TikTok, waiting for Tommy to get back.
It's not like we're in the middle of a monologue or anything.
I hate it when I have to pause my monologues.
You
a
sly dog, you got me
There's
monologuing.
a certain sense of showmanship I try to put on, and this kind of ruins the whole act. Such a fine day.
You know Michaela can look at these recordings later and see that we call piss boy.
That's if we don't tell her that we called her piss boy to begin with.
I kind of want to not say anything now.
Yes, so just so she has to go back on the recording, she has to go, ah, yes, piss boy.
I came back to piss boy. Okay, who's piss boy?
What?
We'll
Who's
never
piss boy?
tell. We'll never tell. I had to stop laughing before we can continue.
Okay.
I also want to
Okay.
grab my ice pack.
Alright, you're a very scary demon. You're in a very scary place.
Yeah.
Talking to somebody named Piss Boy.
No, I'll last tour.
Me, little bitch.
So, I have allowed that one.
Okay.
I've allowed a number of mortals to enter the passage. Those that I've deemed worthy.
He looks over to Katja.
Oh.
You'll have heard of her, I'm certain. Eleanor Creswell.
The former Magister. Before Yakumo.
That's right. She entered the path plenty of times. Every time giving me a bit of, well, tribute. In exchange for a visit to the ever...
Sorry, I kind of got lost in there.
to
The ever-fabled Athenium.
The ever-fabled Athenium.
Watch this price, guys.
What sort of tribute?
Why, souls such as yourselves.
I only allow it.
There's a section to it. What is the price?
Where is that at? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
My
5.
price is simple. Honesty and pain.
Honesty and what? Sorry, you cut out.
Pain.
Spicy. Okay.
Do I continue that?
Yeah, continue.
Okay. You will enter the passage, and you will feed me your pain. After you've paid a sufficient toll, you'll reach the door you seek, the entrance to the Athenium. I promise you, you'll reach your destination safely. After all, I've no need to cripple you, or curse you, fun as that might be. I'm a guide. A guide with a price.
You watch him look to Katja, his smile widening.
This one knows I'm telling the truth.
He is in fact telling the truth, Katja.
He's not
Katja,
lying.
Katja and Tommy, what are you thinking? What are you doing?
We have no other option. He says it himself, he won't kill us.
I guess we're doing this then.
So, will you enter?
We will.
Yes.
Very well then. Let
You watch
the
Alice.
fun begin.
You watch Alistor lift a smoky hand, and the door behind him. The steel doors will creak and groan to open, and the fizzes of smoke, known as Alistor, will seep into the ground, and the hunters will see nothing but blackness. And Jasper yeeted himself.
His internet might
And
cut out.
Jasper yeeting himself.
Okay.
Ah!
Alright, you see nothing but blackness beyond. There's another thing
I
that
know,
you
it
can...
was unhighlighted, I see it.
Yeah, sorry.
Come now, darlings. There's no time to waste.
Do you enter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. As you enter the space, you will find your feet stepping against solid black, endless, smooth beyond belief. And as you enter further, and you hear the door slam behind you, you see lights. An uncanny parody of stars appearing above, and the reflection, and your own reflection in the stone.
You're cutting out a little.
Sorry. You will hear your footsteps echo across an as you follow the smoke that's disappearing just beyond your vision. That is, until you see an end to your path. An impossibly cavernous space is finally a single obsidian brazier lit with blue flame. And Alastor, his smiling face in front of it. You watch the endless sea of black, and even though everything is dark, you can tell that beyond that brazier there's nothing but abyss. Nothing but blackness. Blackness in the stars above you. You look behind you to try to find the door, but you see nothing. Nothing but that brazier, those fake stars, and that yellowed smile. See. You hear a snap as across this cavernous space and this endless chasm in this brazier, you see a door. The door you seek, about 500 feet away, lit up by some kind of spotlight.
That, my friends, is the door leading to the Athenium. And, by the way, little angel, I cheese your wing. You don't want to see what happens if you try to fly over it. Or do. I'd love to see you squirm. I know they would.
You see Elster's eyes flick up to and all of you will realize those stars lighting up your way are far from stars, but eyes. Demonic eyes glowing, watching the
There's only one way through the passage, and that is me.
Tommy and Katja, how you doing?
Shit. There's no way out of this. I've looked at every possible exit, all of them blocked. I can't see anything. The only thing I can see are the eyes and the door, but I can't even use that. I can't even use the wings. We have to do this. We have to give him what he wants.
Think of it as
Sorry, I'll wait. Tommy.
Is Contra still holding on to Tommy's wrist?
Yes, actually.
Alright. Tommy is gonna put his hand on top of hers. Because he is just as fucking scared.
Both of you can feel each other's heartbeats, and they're through the roof. Do you say anything else to each other, knowing this?
It's just a little.
What?
It's just a little truth, isn't it? We can do that.
If this goes south, you run like hell.
You'd better as well.
There's no way out, and I promised I wouldn't kill you.
There's no way out. But I did promise I wouldn't kill you.
As long as you follow the rules.
As long as you follow the rules. Think of it like a game. I ask you a question, you answer honestly, and a path appears. The more detailed the answer, the stronger the bridge. But if you speak false, the bridge will fall under the weight of your own lies.
You see, watch him lick his lips.
So I wouldn't lie if I were you. Isn't that right, Anthony?
Yeah, I was saving that one specifically.
Anthony.
Wait,
How
is
do
this
you-
the first time? Is this the first time that Koch has heard his actual name?
Yes.
Oh, actually. How do you two respond to that?
Tommy goes absolutely pale if he wasn't pale before.
Oh, wait. Anthony. You were lying from the start. You were lying for everybody. Right from the start. I should have known that.
Tommy?
God damn it.
Oh wait, did Katja leave?
She just had to leave, yeah.
God damn it.
God damn it.
Well, now you can actually
Are
get
you
a chance to
glad
think of...
Are you
What?
glad I said that?
I'm really glad you said
Dude, you-
that, yeah.
You put Tommy in quite a hard place.
That was ad-libbed.
Yeah, that was ad-libbed. Oh.
And it's
I was
Anthony.
planning it from the start.
It's Anthony.
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 Okay, well, I thought it was Anthony, but pretend I said Anthony.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'm so proud of myself for that.
Oh no, that's a great one. Now you're gonna make a scene.
After all, he is trying to cause a little.
He's trying to cause pain. But he does want both of them to get through.
He does. He does.
Yeah. So, if they do get in a full-on fight or anything, he's probably gonna try to stop it.
He's going to break it up.
Yeah, he's gonna break it up. Maybe even encourage them to think about the other.
Honestly, I didn't know that Katja hadn't known Tommy's real name.
Well, that's why I was asking Tommy, because the reason that she doesn't know his name is because she wasn't there when he admitted it to the rest of the party.
The thing is, I did that just as an intimidation factor.
Yeah. Which, you better think of something real good to say, fairy boy.
I didn't know I would be starting shit.
Well,
That's
you're
your job
doing-
now.
You're supposed to, yeah.
Guess I'm better at this than I thought.
What is Tommy gonna say to that?
Probably it was his given name, and he's been going by Tommy since he moved to Palapolis.
Yeah.
Or that he had his reasons.
Well, here's the thing. If you want to really connect to another fucking person, and you want Katja to trust you, you're gonna have to tell the truth.
Yeah, you are. That's the name of the game.
And
Yeah.
the last thing you need right now is for her to be mad at you. So, it would be in his best interest to be as honest as damn possible, especially here.
I mean, that would be the truth.
Yeah.
He has.
Also.
Yeah.
Somewhat funny thing.
Uh-huh.
Technically,
Mm-hmm.
other than the being a suck up for Alistor, none of the demons have necessarily lied to you.
Nope. They know other demons can, like, sense that shit.
Yeah, so there's no point in lying.
Yeah. If they
tell.
lie, it's by omission, if anything.
Yeah, exactly. And I always found that interesting because in some demon lore and Fey lore, they can't lie.
Yeah. It's mostly out of what's the word? Courtesy and pointlessness. Why are you gonna lie here? What are you gonna get? What are you gonna get out of this?
Yeah, these guys already don't trust me. Why should I lie to them?
Yeah. Because even if you tell them the truth, they're not gonna listen to it probably, so
Exactly.
alright. Nakasha's probably having dinner at this point.
I was gonna say,
But-
if Tommy wasn't shaking before, he is now.
oh, I just saw the okay jigsaw.
Okay.
Here's a question. How much is Tommy relying on Katya right now?
Hmm. A little bit. He's mostly got the whole, he's doing a heist
Yeah.
mindset right now. But
The Mothman.
shit just went so far south. He's there. Recovery, what's that?
Well, if you think this
Just
If you
wait
think-
until the actual questions.
you got one each. Just one each. That's it. But
Pretty fair trade.
in all fairness, yeah. And the reason that he agreed in the first place,
And
You
what?
cut out.
you're very traumatized. So to a demon that enjoys pain, you are very valuable to him. So,
I'm just impressed. I just hope you're proud of me for being able to actually play a villain.
oh no,
Dude,
no, it's
you're doing
great.
amazing.
Can I tell you a secret?
Huh.
I've been practicing trying to play a villain for years.
But why didn't you do it?
I never had a good reason to.
Well, now you do. And honestly, all of you at some point can play a villain. I don't.
Yeah, I never had the opportunity to, and but I always thought, hey, it would be kind of fun if, specifically if I were a DM or playing an evil NPC,
Yeah.
because those are a lot more fun because you can ham it up and play it up, and then you get to watch as the heroes triumph or go through what they need to.
Yeah. It is a good DM is working with their players, not against them.
Mhm.
So we like it when you succeed. We like it when when you're able to overcome obstacles.
I apologize.
Dinner.
Yes,
Okay.
but I am back now.
How was it?
All right.
I had steak and chicken kebabs, which are very, very nice.
Is that
Okay.
the truth?
Are you ready to jump right back in?
Okay, did I miss anything?
No, we straight up
paused
paused.
a second.
Yeah, we just
We-
straight up paused.
Absolutely depend on you being here.
Yes,
hope
I
you
know, because I
continue
made a
the same
bet
way
to my
after this.
significant other. I made a bet to my significant other that they had to do something, otherwise they didn't do session right.
Yeah. Okay. So, you just you founded his name and you said, Anthony, you've been lying the entire time. Are you still holding his hand?
She would have let go by then. And she kind of almost steps back. Like, you could tell from the way that she was holding, like, grabbing his wrist, that there wasn't any malice there. Like, she was genuinely having some, at least, neutral feelings towards him.
Mhm.
But the moment she found out that he had been lying to her, all of that was immediately crushed.
Can I say something quick?
Out of character and character.
Out of character.
Yeah.
This was not the intended reaction. I thought you knew. And
No,
I was
but
just
it does
doing
make
it
it
to
better.
intimidate. It does, and I'm glad that happened.
Well, brings up the better question, Tommy.
Yes.
What do you say to that?
It's my given name. The one I was given as at birth. Since we moved to Polapolis, I've been going by Tommy.
Why hide this from everybody?
You did tell everyone else. Just Gotcha wasn't there.
James and Jasper knew, Trixie knows. Anyone who's read my file probably knows.
You tell everybody. But you keep it from me.
It
Are you
wasn't,
fucking serious?
it wasn't intentional. It just didn't it didn't come up.
Well, you can be truthful to each other now.
Well, there'll be a lot more truths uncovered now.
And I'd suggest getting over that.
And I'd suggest getting over that little slip.
I'd suggest getting over that
That what?
the hatred for one another.
I'd suggest getting over that hatred for now.
You-
After all, you're never going to get to the Athenium the way you're carrying on.
Where do we go from here?
Well,
Oh, you talking to me or no?
Yeah.
Yep.
well, I suppose we could begin. Are you ready? Once you start, you can't go back. Not that you can in the first place.
I'm ready.
Well, now to Mr. Anthony. Or Tommy, right?
You'll see him glide down to your level, floating.
A
It's
criminal. Oh, sorry.
it's very disconcerting seeing that floating demon that you've heard so much about from going to church since you were young and since you had your own daughter. You are terrified of this.
A criminal. A scoundrel. Lost to the world's devices, unsure what to do. Answer me this. What is your worst memory?
Tommy?
Tommy actually freezes at that.
I'm waiting.
The last
Here.
day I spent in Yorktown.
Sorry,
As the last day he spent in Yorktown. As you say those words, you see at the edge, beside this brazier, a door appear before your very eyes. It's wood coming together like created by tiny little microbes. And this door opens. It's the door to your old home in Yorktown.
Oh shit.
Go on.
Go on. Go on.
Do it, Tommy.
He takes a step towards the door.
As you do, you see the beginning of the floorboards. You see it ends. Nothing but blackness beyond. Just a door frame and part of the floor. You'll have to tell me more if you want
You're
to.
going to have to tell me more if you're going to at least get even halfway. I must have more detail. So go on. What happened?
It was our anniversary. Born in kidneys.
You watch as the walls appear and the rest of the slithers from under you, created by some unnatural parody of reality.
So I'm just saying I'm turning exit now.
You see the hallway that you've traveled down so many times. Pictures begin to appear along either end.
Keep going.
We had a reservation at one of the pizza joints in town.
You hear your feet walk down the wooden floor. You pass by all the picture frames you left behind. Your grandmother's, your grandfather's, your aunt's. You see the crosses on your walls and go on.
Go on.
Kimmy was in the living room when I was getting the kids ready to go. And
You see a living room appear, and as you describe yourself and your children, you see both your daughters, frozen, a memory in time, looking at the TV, watching, waiting. Well, you sit beside them. The old you sits beside them, smiling, laughing along with them.
Go on.
Christine was excited to go, and little Abigail just wanted to keep on watching TV. She was 2.
You hear her laughter echo across these empty walls, yet she doesn't move. She doesn't do anything. She's a statue, and so are you, as you both look at the flickering TV displaying some show you forget the name to.
And then we heard something at the door.
You hear a, we'll get it. You hear your wife's voice, and you see her appear. The wife you haven't seen for, how long was it?
4 years.
I should probably state, Katya, you have to walk with Tommy as he goes through this bridge you also have to use. What are you doing?
Katya's kind of watching his back, feeling his heartbeat through the bracelet. Not saying anything, but listening and taking in every single thing that you can.
Okay. Tommy, you see your wife frozen. And you can still hear her voice. Don't worry, I'll get it. And she's getting ready to go out. She's dressed, she's happy. She's with you, of course she'd be happy. As you step towards her, you see that frozen smile you wish you could see again.
Tommy visibly swallows. And she went for the door. I was trying to convince Abigail to put on her dress.
You see Kimmy's form disappear in smoke and appear by the door, her hand at the knob. While you in the living room are talking with your daughter, holding up the hanger with the dress on it, and she never lost that smile. Well, not until what?
Until what?
And then it happened.
You hear a scream echo across. You see the door open. You see a figure, a shadow. You've never met them, you've never seen them, but you see Kimmy. And you see concern, rage on her face, and she's... You never saw what happened. You never saw what she looked like. You never got the chance, but now Now right beside her. I swear to God, what are you fucking?
God damn it, Jasper, we're having an emotional
Jasper, no!
scene.
Okay,
I'm
But-
going to avoid that for now.
but now right beside her,
We'll find a different chat to be in.
you can see that emotion. You can see that snarl, and you can see her stand in between the door. You can see her stand in between the door, willing to do whatever it takes to go against this thing, this creature that still is nothing but shadow.
Next thing I knew, Kimmy was shooting like there was no tomorrow.
You
Man.
see her pull out her gun, and you see it bite into her neck. You didn't see this happen, but now you can. Now you can see the teeth in her neck, and you
You're cutting out.
and you can see yourself doing nothing, and you can see it, and you don't want to see it. You don't want to see your wife like that, but you are. You're right next to her. What are you doing? What is Tommy doing?
I picked up the kids and I ran.
You see the image disappear. Your wife and the creature that was on top of her, no longer. Nothing but a pool of blood. As the lights in your living room go out, and you see the front door, and you see the path to your garage. You walk through it, Katja following close behind, Alistair smiling as he witnesses all of it. And you see yourself throwing your children into the car, and you yourself watching that thing you don't want to see, you don't want to look at. You see yourself driving away. Kids crying, you're crying, but you don't want them to see that. You don't want to see that, but you did, and now you did because of this thing, and what?
I wanted so badly to go back and get it. Go on. But I
You
didn't.
wanted to kill whatever killed her.
Yeah.
You wanted it to feel the same pain that you did.
Yeah.
But you can't change it now. And you still hate yourself for it.
Yeah. No matter how much I want, I can't.
You see the end of the driveway create itself, and at the end, you see the overhang that would lead to your garden. Now, a door, and a door out of this place. A door to a brazier. A door out of this if you want to get out of this place. You exit?
Tommy pauses before the exit. Takes
Do you
one
look
last
back?
look back. And then walks out.
What?
I have to turn.
I'm going to do a little bit of ad-libbing here. Once they get on to the next part before I ask them.
Fun fact, James's voice is so deep that I have to turn him up because my headphones
that's
will
because
not
I was-
actually,
That's why
actually
I-
register his voice.
That's
Okay.
why I have it so close to the mic. See?
Are they left the house?
You step away from the garden now. You're on a platform. A platform with another brazier. And you hear the door close behind you, and you are out of that space. What do you do?
Oh, sorry.
No, you go for it.
Simply delicious. I haven't had pain that in? I don't know.
Katja, do you say anything to Tommy?
She doesn't say anything, but she'll she puts her hand on his shoulder, but it's not that same clawed demon hand that was before.
Mhm.
She's returned to her human form. I've got your back.
How's Tommy?
Katja can feel him shaking. But he looks so ashamed. And he refuses to meet her gaze.
There is regret there. She said there is regret there. I know that better than most.
You'll see Alistor hover over by the next brazier and stare at Katja, smiling.
Now,
Are you ready?
Mr. Zell, are you ready?
Yeah.
Mr. Zell, it's your turn now. Look at you. So strong, always so strong and confident. Always trying to look their best in the public eye. Yet, so confused. Now tell me, Angel, how did you die?
How did I die?
You'll have
I
to turn up
died.
the music.
Oh, this is the music that made me cry.
Mhm.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Sad time.
How did you die?
Mess up just a little bit more to drown out the sound of my demons.
Too late.
What?
I said time to turn up the music to drown out the sound of my demons. James,
Okay.
too late. I died in a demon attack in Congo.
You see and a doorway appear. There's no door in this, just a broken door frame, concrete falling away, and more rubble appearing underfoot, waiting for you to say something.
I died in a demon attack in Congo.
You step forward, and you see the rubble whoosh, appear under your feet. You see the burning buildings appear around. So many collapsed buildings, smoldering buildings, torn apart by what?
What could have missed?
A colossus demon.
And just like that, at this giant stadium, almost like path of rubble and burnt buildings and destruction, you see that thing. You see that thing's face, you see that snarl, you see those wings, you see the giant hammer it used to smash those buildings and to do what?
It destroyed buildings.
You see this frozen creature standing in mighty. It's behind it back. You see it lift its club and you watch one of the buildings crash. It's nothing but pieces as it falls on. And
I can't count how many civilians were lost. We couldn't
through
evacuate
this
town fast enough.
endless space that was just rubble and fire, It's not just rubble and fire anymore. You see bodies appear like dust on the wind. You watch as you walk forward, the rubble turns red. And your foot hits something. Not just something, someone. What was someone. You see a hand. Not just anyone's hand, not just a civilian, not like the civilian to your left that you don't want to look at, because if you look at it, then you're going to remember the time that you failed and the time that... No. Look at the hand that's right in front of your right foot. It belongs to an enforcer. Not one that you know, but by the looks of the bracelet that's around their arm, their arm that doesn't really belong to a person anymore because it's not connected to them. It looks like they belong to jerseys. A single severed hand of an enforcer you never knew and never will get to know, and you look up and you see the bodies people never know, and they'll never get to live their lives, and there's not just bodies. There weren't just bodies.
I don't even remember, but all I remember is Jules.
For the first time, Tommy, through the pictures, see the man in the flesh, or the closest thing you'll ever see. You see a handsome Hispanic man, shrouded. We see his fangs bared, his body surrounded in a wave of undermancy, staring down at this demon and shouting about in a silent battle cry that you can't hear, fighting for his life. Who was? James?
What?
Who else?
Who else? Who else was there?
Ermin, he was just a kid. He was only 20.
You see Ermin appear. You see him proud and strong. You know how long it took for him to be that proud to be. He didn't know what he was. Lift that sword. Came to arm him. He couldn't do any of that, but now you see him frozen, lifting his sword at the demon, fearless. Fearless and never able to use that fearlessness again. Not in a few moments, anyway.
He never realized how proud he made me. But that wasn't even the worst of it.
Tommy, looking at Ermin, you'll notice how much he looks like Jasper. He has a darker skin, but he has the same spirit. And you can see it in his eyes.
Please, tell me more.
And Alana, I held her hand as she died.
You see an image of Delana at her name appear behind a thing of rubble, commanding the other. Not just.
You're cutting out.
Then,
You're
at the
cutting
mention of
out
her
a
death.
lot.
God damn it.
Yeah, you're cutting out a lot. Motherfucker.
But then, at the mention of her death, you'll see you. You and her. You didn't think her body was that broken. You didn't think. You knew. You knew the way that her eye. By the way that she said that she loved you, and you was gone and she was going, and you know all of that, but now you got to see it again. Now you got to see it, and you don't want to see it again. You don't want to see her die. What is Katja doing?
She is very visibly shaking, and she's trying really hard not to, but she is definitely crying. And
Tommy? Yes, sir.
when she sees Delana, she actually kind of kneels down next to it. kind of repeating the words that Delana told her.
Which were?
I love you.
I love you. Tommy, seeing this, do you do anything?
He steps forward and stands next to Concha, just close enough she can feel his presence, but not touch him.
There were more people there.
There were more people there, weren't there? Surely there must have been.
There was Slicer and Lynn.
You see Slicer bear down.
Cutting out again.
You see Slicer and his knives, head to toe, his bowler hat, that fucking bowler hat, long forgotten. But for once, he's not laughing. He's not smiling at the fact that he's committing carnage, but he's afraid. He's very afraid, looking at this thing and not live. And then you.
You cut that again.
Yeah, you cut out.
You're cutting out really bad.
God damn
Really
it.
bad.
Motherfucker.
Okay, and then
Goddamn.
sorry, and then you see Lynn, and then you see Lynn, and you see her surrounded by the elements: ice, fire, earth, wind, and she is powerful. She is frightening. She is a force to be reckoned with, but she's scared. All of them are scared, including
Majesty.
and in front of the demon, you'll see the Magister in his full demon form. Not his demon form, his full cool form. And he's standing in between you and this beast that's way too big for him, even though he's a very, very powerful thing. But even though he's wearing his bone mask, and even though he has sharp teeth, and even though he doesn't even resemble a human, you know that he's scared too.
After I finally watched Delana leave, something snapped.
You see her form disappear, and you see the form of the other enforcers disappear. The bodies, everything. All but you. You standing in front of this demon with your sword.
All of that pain had turned to rage.
You see yourself screaming, and a flash of light that blinds everyone, that blinds you, Tommy, blinds everything, and
That was the first time I ever used that form.
you see your full angelic form that Tommy's only seen once, and even then that was a one-time thing, and you see yourself scream.
If I couldn't head detect them, you know damn well I was going to make sure the rest of them got out of there alive. I don't even care. That I died. One final swing. And I don't remember the rest.
You see yourself taking a giant flaming sword, too giant for you to ever imagine to wield in any other form but this, and then everything disappears. Well, the people, you and Tommy are there, and that fucking demon is here, but all you see is the rubble of Kago, and a doorway. What are you doing, Katja? And what are you doing, Tommy, for that matter?
Katja is staring blankly. There's no emotion there anymore. All anger, sadness, pain is gone. And she's just standing there, shaking, but almost unable to move.
Tommy?
Tommy holds out his hand for her. Did I cut out or?
Hold
He
up, I
did.
have
No.
a thing for you.
I heard.
Look at that. Consider saying that, Tommy. Just an idea.
He'll step towards the door, but he'll stop and he'll wait for Katja. Still holding out a hand for her to take if she wants.
Katja?
She just walks forward towards the door.
Past Tommy?
She'll look at him, and Tommy can finally see all of that pain that she has kept covered for months.
Do you do anything, Tommy?
I've got your back too.
I know. I know.
Do you exit?
Stride for stride?
Yeah, and Katja will actually grab Tommy's hand. Oh, motherfucker.
Hand in hand.
Motherfucker.
Don't worry, we'll switch back to the Jasper and James after this. Anyway,
Oh, motherfucker.
you walk hand in hand out of this horrible, horrible memory, and behind you, you look and you see that bridge fall away. Everything you were afraid of, everything that has haunted you, just disappear in that blackness. And when you look forward, you see the door that leads you to your prize. And of course, Alistair.
We gave you what you wanted.
I
What
know.
do you mean?
I know. And I have to thank you for that. That was some of the best I've had in decades. Now, as promised, the door to your prize.
You watch him lift his hand and the door open.
There is a hallway that leads you to the final door. The door to the Athenium. The path back will remain open if you so choose to traverse it once more.
And with that, Alistair's gone. Nothing but his laughter on the wind. Nothing but his laughter on the wind and the way forward.
How was it?
Okay, end scene.
I have one thing to say before we go though.
Uh-huh.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Fuck demons, man.
How was it? How
That
was
was
it?
good. That was good. Ow.
Yeah, that
Ow. Ow!
I mean, it
Bruh.
hurt me too. I almost cried, but I had to maintain composure.
Oh god!
Bruh,
Oh
I
god!
did
No,
cry.
because hold on, there's another thing. I did too. There was another thing that happened after, but I'm gonna wait until the end of session to talk about what happened after Kago. But
Like,
Okay.
how was I in my performance?
You were
fantastic. I need to pee. I will be back.
also, how was I? Because I was well, I was improvising that with recreating your memories or so forth.
Fantastic as usual, my dear.
Despite
Yeah.
putting it out like a motherfucker, you did damn good.
But you definitely did kind of just definitely just the way you were talking was really Katja's head at that moment where she didn't want to see it. She didn't want to see it. She's just
Mm-hmm.
magnifique. Now I need to pee.
Yeah, you absolutely captured Tommy's thoughts really, like, damn,
Now, what do you think about me playing a villain?
terrifying.
Are you gonna think of me differently after this?
You're still you. You just have a really fucking epic villain voice.
Okay,
Also, god damn it, Jasper.
Yeah.
Also, yeah,
I could.
timed that perfectly.
For what? When did you time it for?
When
Tommy's
she was by the
singing.
door. And
So do you want to know what exactly happened? Tommy doesn't know exact details, other than he's pretty sure what he saw back then was a werewolf. But what he saw
Yeah.
He didn't get a very good look.
Did you like the whole Anthony thing?
yeah, that was great.
Bruh, my heart stopped.
It stopped.
As someone who's had that. Bruh.
Here's a smaller question. Hey, was that? I know that was like an hour, full on fucking hour that you weren't talking, Jasper. But, sorry about that. Did you at least enjoy it?
yeah, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Holy crap! It was a full hour.
Yeah, it was a full hour.
An hour
I
and
did
2 minutes.
I did plan on timing it, but there came a point where I just had to go with the scene, and I couldn't half-ass that. What?
I need to listen to
fine.
this.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have a similar thing with Evangeline, hopefully. So.
Oh yeah, we're talking to Evangeline now.
Yeah.
I have to switch characters again. It's almost exhausting.
Yeah. Y'all are almost done. It's gonna be you guys doing that and that,
And
and
with the Evangeline thing, or
well, we were supposed to have more time. Do you guys?
I mean, I know we're gonna continue, but I argue ending here would be very powerful. But that's up to everyone else.
Oh my goodness. Okay. We're back. I gotta get my composure because it's
How was
time.
I as a villain?
Fantastic. Also, it is time.
Okay. So here's a question. Do you guys? And I'm asking all of it. Do you guys want to complete this entire session? Because you are. Yes.
Yes.
It's
I
a-
still got one more character to play.
Okay.
It's sort of
I still got the fun one.
Yeah. Okay. Corey.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. Okay. You'll. Yeah. Once again, I'm sorry you weren't involved in that. Maybe next time. Well, next time I'll. If you want to play a significant character, I'll give you the role. How does that sound?
Sure.
Okay. I'll give you the role to do that. If you want to do that, that is. And I'll give you your emotional scene. Don't worry. You'll all get that. But
Yay.
yes.
Oh, good God.
Which you might get with Evangeline, actually. Let's see.
Okay.
These next two scenes are going to be a little bit shorter, but then we'll get to the end bit of it.
All right.
And
Oh,
Okay.
good God. Okay.
I'm
so-
sorry I broke you like that.
No. I'm fine. I was just not expecting that. I did not expect that to hurt so much. God
We
damn.
actually had a flippin' safe word.
we did have a safe thing. But let's continue this, and it does involve the Jasper and the James.
The Jasper. The Dinkster.
The Dinkster.
The
The
Dinkster
Dinkster and
and
the
Gritty
Dead.
Boy.
If
Yeah,
it ain't
once
if it ain't
Once
Grim
Jasper
Boy,
is
the
here,
Dinkster.
because he's muted currently.
If it ain't Grimboy and the Digster.
Hang on.
Boy
hang on.
Dixter.
I got one.
What?
I got one.
What?
Dinkster and the Grim.
How long is my fucking name?
We all have
Wait, is Jasper there?
Oh, Pinky in the Brain.
Pinky in the brain.
Wait, is
Dinkster.
Jasper there? Because it says he's muted.
The same thing we do every night. Try and solve a goddamn
Yeah,
mystery.
sorry, my brother just came in.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready now.
Okay, cool. All of you, okay, Jasper and James, you are driven back by a squad car. Not by the Magister's piggyback, mind you.
Yeah.
We have the Magister's piggyback.
You arrive back there and, well, it's been a while since I've been to a strip club. He says as he walks up the stairs.
It's been a while.
A while?
A while.
Yes.
When was the last time?
He stops at the top of the stairs. I suppose 20 years.
Wait, only 20 years?
Yes, I know. For me, that is. I was 70 at the time.
70.
That is surprisingly less time than I thought.
Wait, hold on. You gotta remember, by the time he was 70, the Magister was fucking balling in the dough. So that means if he goes to a strip club, women are gonna be all over fucking him because he's got fucking money.
It wasn't for me, that was for a mission.
Really?
Another similar thing happened. Not to this. Jasper?
Just surprised that he was there for another mission.
Yes,
Yeah.
it tends to happen. I try to avoid them personally, but here we are. And he opens the door. Now, to business. Did you gain a sample of that signature, Jasper?
Yes, sir.
Alright,
Yeah,
We have
we'll
a-
hold it up to him.
alright. He takes it. Currently, EXO is down, meaning if we want a more specific example of this and analysis, we'll need to use other means. And he'll fold up the little bag. It's time to pay an old friend a visit. Come along.
Alright.
And
Friend.
he'll walk down to the magic sector of RMM, and you'll see the different rooms where people do experiments and various magical items that I'm not going to bother to describe. And
Wait,
what?
an old friend.
Elwyn, do you have a moment?
Oh,
What? Oh, yes, one moment. And you see the face of Elwyn Maddox. And do any of you even remember her, is my question.
I thought it was gonna be Maeve.
Wasn't she one of the people that got possessed?
Yeah, it was, actually.
Is it the one I saved, or
Yeah, it was.
It was the one you saved.
okay?
She
Yeah, I-
focused on auras.
I don't
Yeah.
remember at all.
Oh!
I remembered surprisingly a large amount.
Oh, it's you! Oh, Jasper, I haven't seen you in such a long time. Thank you. Did you get the fruit basket I sent you?
Yes, and it was delicious. Thank
Well, it's
you.
the least I can do, considering you
Take
did
the
save my
basket.
life.
Did you save the
and-
bear?
Oh, the Magister! Sorry, sir. And she slowly kind of like bows a little bit. It's unnecessary, no offense. Sorry, yes, of course. And she'll, come in. And
Hey.
you'll walk
Is that alright?
You'll walk into her office and you'll see an array of books. And Jasper, you'll notice other little sample jars exist of different auras and signatures, which you'll mentally kind of note. She'll sit down at her desk and be like, did you need something? Yes, actually. Jasper.
Yeah. If you could examine this for us, we'd appreciate it.
You hand the little vial to her. Oh, and soul signature. Sure. Would you like a full analysis? Yes, if you could. Maybe to keep it simple as well, whatever the price is. Oh, of course. Okay, I suppose with EXO being down, I'll skip the small talk. And you see her lift up her hands, and the vial float between them, her eyes kind of flashing. Oh. And I need to look at a thing. Oh. You'll see her eyes kind of flash. They go from blue to a red, just...
You okay?
You can feel the magical energy just kind of explode in the air, Jasper, as something went a little bit wrong. You're not really sure what, since you don't know really how auras work, but usually things don't explode intentionally. Yes, oh, what's the matter?
I'm guessing that's not normal.
No, sorry, she'll push up her glasses. Through identification, I can sense things like, the race and gender and well, species or what have you of this,
Yeah.
this person, it's human, but not just human. There's some goblin in it, which doesn't really make sense, and a demonic signature. I'm not sure where that comes from, but I know it's. I don't know how this can exist in a single person, and I'm not used to demonic energies. I can't really. She puts it on her desk and just kind of puts her hands back. I'm not really. I'm not the expert on demons. I'd suggest talking with Charles. Whoever this person is, they're not the type of person you want to mess with.
I know from experience.
You said a demon and human and goblin. Yes, I've heard of cambions before, but this isn't really a cambion. They're I don't know what they are. They're multiple things. I don't. I'm sorry. I can't.
Yeah, what did I miss?
Okay. They're mixed between a goblin, a human, and demonic signatures in this specific one. I can tell they're male, older, Caucasian, but human, goblin, and demonic. I'm sorry. I can't help you further. I can't deal with demons. Not again. And I know that thing wasn't a demon, but I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We understand. Some kind of weird chimera.
We'll leave you be then. And the magistrate picks up the bottle and walks out. He closes the door gently behind him.
Thanks for everything.
Of course. Yes. Stay safe. And
You too.
well, this keeps getting more and more complicated, doesn't it?
Have you ever seen a mixture like that before?
Well, a goblin and a human, sure.
Really?
Yes, it's not that uncommon. Plenty of people have what troll or goblin ancestry to them. It's subtle, and you might not even notice it in people. Someone can look completely human and have goblin ancestry down the line. That isn't the surprise here. What the surprise is the demon, but he... Everyone's a little bit fucking super goblin. You see him
You got
tighten
a
his...
bunch of that. Seen my nose?
What?
I must have gotten a bunch of that. You seen my nose?
Perhaps. Though we'd need to test your corpse if you
No,
really
that was
wanted
out of
to.
character.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's a bit. I thought it was gonna be baked.
I do have my own theories that we can ask the witch downstairs. But one other thing first. And he'll start walking down the hallway. He'll lead you to actually his office. There won't be too much conversation there, but as you enter down the obsidian hallway, knowing that at the end of it lies the Gyre of Maltitan, you see him turn, open the door to all of his books, and instead of looking at any of them, he just goes under his desk and pulls out a roll of paper and flattens it against his desk. Alright. So, butcher shops here. You see that on this map he's put out of Paulaplis, you can see all of the butcher shop. What?
Butcher sharps.
All of the butcher shops seem to be marked. Alright. See, you see all of the butcher shops are marked and alright. There's several places this might be, but really depends on what we can find here. Have you gained any information on anything out of all this? Names, numbers? I can narrow it down to a few that I would suspect of selling human or non-human meats. Mystic. He examines it, running his hands along the map. Do you have any names or numbers or anything that you can offer the Magister in terms of where this place might be?
Probably somewhere near the strip club.
Perhaps. Narrows it down a bit.
Did we even collect any names or numbers? I don't think we did.
Well, he had a. Is there one next to is there a butcher shop near where Maria Stephanie's family lived? There was a demonic attack there too.
Well, all of this is in the industrial district, actually. Both places, it'd be fair to state that it would be somewhere in this sector. And he'll point around the industrial district.
Yeah.
You did get some numbers at one point.
Oh, wait, let me look at my notes. Let me look at my actual ass notes. Try and find these numbers, because we did.
Yeah, you did. I don't know if any of you remember that.
95050.
9505.
Oh.
What did you find that?
Okay. This was, the Underdark.
The Underdark.
Ted was holding it in his dead body.
Ted Gaff.
Yeah.
I know
That
that
guy.
man. And he'll take the piece of paper out from your hands and unroll it. Orion Street. Orion Street. And he'll fold back the paper and hand it to you and put his finger on the map and he'll tap his finger on it and you'll see Sal's cuts. That makes plenty of sense, doesn't it? The real question is how Ted Gaff knew of this.
I don't know.
Well, this is all of assumptions anyway, but it's what we have to work with.
And there was also a demonic signature by near where we found Ted.
There was.
Well, I have a theory. A few, actually. But do you have any idea what's going on? Any ideas?
My theory about James's killer, the vision that James saw when he went to the telephone booth, was targeting Alex.
Alex.
Yeah, he was going to kill Charlie at the strip club, but
He was staring at it weird. Lifted his sunglasses up a bit, down a bit, and looked. Probably, maybe something with his eye.
Well, Alex are fairly rare. We only have about 5 per year. The fact that we've had 2, including yourself, James, is curious. I won't put that out of the question, but I'm proud of your intuitiveness, Mr. Dinkle.
thank you, sir.
I may think about it. For some reason, I don't get. He gave us a warning. That's something to remember. He gave us a warning. And he seemed to be near. At least he was near Maria's family. He was near here. And yet, yeah,
Isn't that the second warning that he's given you?
second warning.
The night you were killed, and he warned you to walk away.
Yes.
guy's weird.
He is. Also, he's got red hair.
Red hair. Well, at least
No,
now we know he
so-
doesn't have.
Red beard, at least. It's gotten old. Probably an alcoholic.
So we have something on him then. Well, he folds up his map. If we want information, then we have one more place to go. After we check out this butcher, well, before we check out this while we're here. And he puts away the map. And as he does, you'll see him kick a box, kind of accidentally. And Jasper, you'll see it's the cotton candy machine that you gave him for, I think it was Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
You'll see it, and you'll actually see it open and used.
Sweet.
Looks like pretty frequently. And he doesn't notice you noticing it, but he does put the map back. And
We all know.
he kind of kicks it back under the desk.
No one wants to know my secret.
And he walks back out. You begin traveling down to the trench. Tell me, you know the most of this woman, Jasper. What can you say of her mental state?
That's just Jasper's face when he sees.
No one must have heard my secret.
You like cotton candy, don't you? Don't you, Yakumo?
Is that what you say to him?
No,
Okay.
that's just the face he made when he saw the cotton candy. Confused.
The students looked at him. What do you want?
Is there something you needed?
No, sir.
He nods, and he walks out, and you all begin traveling to the trench. So what do you know of this woman? You've had the most contact with her.
I didn't really ask her about her history, but definitely a pretty strong magic user right off the bat, too.
He was a strong magic user. We have worries that might change too, though. Even though she's lost her other part. We don't know what she is, and we know even less about fusions. Your existence alone is an enigma, an amalgam, something. Fact is, we don't know. We don't know much. She could very well develop her powers back, but...
Oh, out of character, sorry, I thought he was talking about Charlie.
What? Oh, no. He's talking
Yeah.
about Evangeline, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my bad. She's a lot calmer now. She's able to remember things.
Is she ready for questioning?
She's never responded positively to anything about Tice.
But we need to know. And we need to ask. And you hear a ding as the door opens to the end of the trench, and you walk into the comforting darkness, comforting to some people, of this demonic, what is the dungeon. You begin to walk down the hallway, and you kind of stop and look at the door leading to the abyss. Your mind momentarily wondering what it is going on with Tommy and Katja.
You could let him come back alive. But, yeah.
They better. Yukuma himself stops by the door. They're in front of it.
Tommy, if you don't come back alive, I'm gonna kick your ass.
We have a policy of cremating armed forces, so I'm afraid
Well, then
you'll
I'm
have to
gonna
kick
kick
his.
you. Ash.
You'll have to kick his ashes. A note to all of you. No, come along. We have business to attend to. And
That's the
Even
first
the-
pun he has ever made.
Yep. All of you will walk down the hall the moment this fucking thing ends. Yep, there it is. And hear the old record player echoing down this empty prison. Empty except for its one prisoner. Oh, visitors! You'll hear her say as she puts her one hand at the bar. And here I thought you'd forgotten about me. Hmm?
Oh, visited you last Monday.
It's an expression, my dear boy. She'll smile. You'll see her white hair is still unkempt, still looks withered, but lucid, at least enough for the time being. And you brought friends. Wait, wrong voice. And you brought friends. Oh, fantastic. I assume then this isn't for a regular visit. Hmm?
Fortunately, no.
Hmm. You see, she is kind of sitting down, cross-legged, writing something with her left hand. She has a little table she can write on. And she's decorated some of the walls with writing, probably just for her own reference, if anything, but... And what have you came here to enlighten me with? And then she stops, she looks at the Magister. Oh. Why, it's you. First time you've ever graced my presence, dear Yukino Katsumi. I prefer... Oh, I assume it's just the Magister, no? Yes, you addressed me as the Magister. I don't think you have any control in what I refer to you as. Especially considering your history, huh? This man is just as devilish as I was. Or was as devilish as I was. Isn't that right? Came here for information. Not to talk about me. Oh, come now! That's the fun part, right? Dissecting the mental capacities and the personalities of those we call friends. Hmm? We have questions. Then ask them, hmm? Unless you're going to have your underlings do it. The Magister looks to you too.
Oh, what are we gonna ask? Out of character, what are we gonna ask?
Well, if you're under the assumption she knows something about Tice. And if she does know something about Tice and you think this assassin has something to do with it, or if you think these rot rats have something to do with it, there's a chance that she might know something about it. In general, anything you think with Tice or the assassin you can ask about, and she might know.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know anything about, say, people getting people with, demonic signatures? Not Cambions, but something else.
Human, goblin, and demonic.
You're asking me if I know anything about demons, yeah?
I have to turn EXO down quite a bit.
Yeah, sorry, the volume of these songs aren't consistent, so...
I know.
Yeah. You're asking me about demons, right? Because I was connected to one, supposedly. Well, if you're that curious, I did get some regarding some encounters with them, I think. From what research I've been allowed to give, sometimes people can enhance themselves with demonic properties. There's plenty of good things about being a demon now, isn't there? You get to see what others cannot, you get to do what others... It's quite positive, actually. You can see why it has an allure.
Huh. These things.
Sure. It's not at the question for someone who was, well, I don't know, equipped enough with magic to connect one such mortal to a demonic power.
And how exactly does that happen?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? I can't really say off the top of my head, but Someone would have to know. Someone would. She kind of stops and frowns. Someone would. No, I don't know.
You alright?
The Magister steps forward. Do you remember anything about an eye? An eye? Why would it be an eye? Why would you want an eye? Why would you want that?
See things other people can't.
What else did you two see? Of this man?
Red eye, covered it with sunglasses. Right on his right eye. His face was shrouded otherwise.
Jasper?
I was just going to say, special gun handle.
A gun. Gun. White?
Yeah.
White?
Yeah. White grip.
White. No, it wouldn't even make sense. No, that wouldn't be.
What?
That wouldn't be.
What?
No, he wasn't allowed to.
Who?
He wasn't. Ooh. He wasn't a part of that. No. No,
Who wasn't a part of it?
Him. He had an eye. He could see things. He could see things, now couldn't he? I would know that. I would know that, wouldn't I her stand up as she puts her one hand to her head. Demons. And she'll look to the Magister. You know demons have red eyes, hmm? And she'll look to you two. Demons. Not like you. No. Not red. No. Do you know a demon's eye is a lot sharper than a human?
Really?
Depending on what kind of demon. Do you know what you could see with an eye like that? Do you know what you could find if you could find the right demon? You
What
watch
could
as she
you
begins
find?
to.
It licked, right? Magical
Yes!
signatures?
Yes, you could find that. You could definitely find that. You watch she begins to pace around her room. Her eyes go specifically. You know what kind of eye can see that?
What kind of eye?
Demon Prince's eye of truth. A one-eyed king. And I know he's a one-eyed king. Because I'm the one that took that eye. And I'm the one that gave it to that man.
Man, do you remember his name?
She begins maniacally laughing and just falling into insanity. Hey, they said it couldn't be done. It sounded insane, but they listened. They helped me. They helped me because they wanted what I wanted. They wanted what I wanted. Them. Who are you talking about? She continues to laugh and pace.
I think I know who it is.
This is what happens when anything you know what related
Ask her.
comes up.
She knows you best.
It's Tice, isn't it, Evangeline?
Yes! You see as she turns around. Kill. They wanted to kill! And they want chaos. They wanted it for him. The assassin!
He cut out.
He was an impetus. A means just like me. He works for them. He works for Tice. You'll see as she begins to jump around her cell and grip the bars. I worked for them. Me? I worked for them. I worked for Tice. And they let me live. I wanted to own the world. Give them access to the guard. Give them access to... And then she pauses. Moment of insanity taken away. And she looks at you, Jasper. give them access to you. She points with her one hand. Her one hand at you.
Why?
Because they knew. They knew you were... You see the smile from her face fall. And you watch it goes blank. You were like me. You were like him. You. And you watch her face go blank. No emotion there, nothing. And you'll see her slowly, with an amount of control you didn't think possible, step away from the bars. Then she'll just stand there. You were too much like me. And without warning, you'll see her run into a wall and slam! Fall against it and fall to the floor, knocking herself out.
That often, Jazz?
Didn't know they were after me.
Why would they be
Wow.
after you?
Is your confusion like Evangeline?
She said him.
They said he was an impetus. A pawn?
She was an impetus.
Yeah, but she also said he. Said like me.
Can't read her mind.
No.
It's okay, Jazz. I think I'm starting to get something.
As you're...
I have a very weird theory just from this. Maybe Ty's used this guy. Or is using him. Means to an end. Maybe they got plans for him that aren't gonna end in his favor. Maybe that already happened. Either way, it explains the red eye. It's a demon princess. Need to learn more about.
He is after Elix.
He was after Elix. Why, I'm not sure, but he's linked to Tice. And may end up being a pawn in their plan.
Oops.
One thing's for certain. You two did well.
Yeah?
Yes,
Thank
and
you.
we have,
Thanks.
of course. And we have a butcher shop to go to.
Yep.
And end scene.
And see.
All right. So, I don't know, that wasn't as emotionally volatile as the other one, but you did learn a bit from it. So,
And I'm starting to plan theories.
starting to plan theories here.
Mm-hmm. I
Okay.
really like Jasper's one of hunting down Elix. I've actually been. Thing is, I'm trying to. See, I'm running out of pages in this notebook. I'm actually starting to run out of pages. Like, I've got a ways to go. But, so I've been trying to keep just a regular page of just, here's what we know about this specific person.
Mhm.
And I can't believe, because of something Katja said, where he said he looks like LaCroix Tate, I put down his name as LaCroix.
Really?
Yeah.
You two can come back, by the way. We're just having a little interlude, we can talk for
Yeah.
a second.
I was looking at memes.
I've been
What?
watching TikTok.
I found a Plague Doctor meme and I will link it
You
because it
guys-
was funny.
Weren't paying attention.
Oh, sort of.
No, we were. No. Here's the thing about me. 9 times out of 10, if I'm doing something, if I'm just listening, I have to be doing something, otherwise I will retain zero information whatsoever.
Got it.
Same.
Got it.
Also, we are almost done here, so just letting you know. So, are you two ready, then?
Let's go get emotionally destroyed again.
Alright, now I'm gonna mute myself because I've done my role.
Mm-hmm.
I've
You did
played
it
my
well.
little. Thank you, I tried.
And, okay, one more thing. As for the scene between you, the Magister, and, well, James, Jasper, and the Magister, I did make it a little bit longer purposely to make up for the fact that Katja and Tommy did have a pretty long scene, so, I don't know.
Mhm.
Anyway, All right, you guys ready?
Yee.
Yeah.
Okay. Tommy and Katja, you enter through this door and you see a hallway. A long hallway. From what Alice Tor told you, this hallway went for about a mile, but there's nothing there to hurt you. There's nothing there that will harm you, that much you know. Strangely, there's a calmness in the air. There's a serenity, which is something you desperately need after all this. You've just exited Alice Tor's torment. What do you do?
What's
So
all this?
apparently Hill is going to a therapist. No. What? Gotcha. Cheyenne?
Apparently. But I'm going to be honest, I think both of us needed to do that.
Probably.
You begin to walk down this hall. Unlike the other halls, well, everywhere else, there's actually torches alongside of this, and there's light, and it's not creepy, and it's not scary. It just is there. You hear your feet against the dirt and the stone, and there's enough space for you to breathe. There's enough for you to relax, and there's enough time for you to think about what you're going to do when you finally get to, well, the Athenium. This is a time specifically for you to talk to one another, if you couldn't have guessed.
What do you want to find?
Well, at the book place. A book.
That's not what I mean, dumbass. We're going into a place of knowledge that nobody of our world knows of. Not many, anyway.
Hell, nobody that we know of, to the best of our knowledge.
So, what do you want to find?
Well, we need to find how to close the damn door. And probably wouldn't hurt to find something that, like, counteracts the rat's acid shit,
Yes,
so that we
perhaps.
don't melt everything.
But there's nothing else? As much as I want to find the information, and believe me, I do, you can only go so long seeing one of the people that you consider family die, or almost die via rat, before you really get angry about it. But there's something about this place. As you know, I've had dreams about it, but something is drawing me here, and I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe there's something here that I need to see.
Maybe. For
I
your
don't,
inner demons as well as your outer ones.
yes. I don't know. There's Besides what happened in Chicago, there's a few different things that they don't talk about much. And other things that I can't even remember. My childhood is fuzzy at best. Oh, Corey!
What? What?
Corey!
What? What?
What?
It's a secret.
What?
What?
What? What?
Secret! No!
What did you?
Where?
Dude!
Where?
No, I'll tell you after this.
He DM'd her something.
Yeah, he did. It made me
Oh
laugh.
dang! I wanted to see it.
Okay.
It made me laugh.
Let us
My
have
turn.
our emotional scene, kid.
Let us bond, damn it!
Finally not trying to kill each other.
So fuzzy memory.
Fuzzy memories at best. The most I remember is like age 8 and onward. Everything before that is like non-existent. Who knows? If fuckface back there knew what I was or who I am, then what's to say this place doesn't know? But I kid myself sometimes.
You know, in a way, it kind of makes sense, though. It's hell. It's meant to fuck with you. How else is it gonna fuck with you without? Like, how is it best gonna fuck with you if it doesn't, like, read your soul or whatever the fuck?
Yes, I can see now why Delana didn't want me going alone. I don't really think I would have made it out of that. Reliving that was a nightmare. One that I know all too well. But we're almost out of here. We're almost done.
Yeah, we're almost halfway done. We get the thing, we get the fuck out. That's the other half. And
Well, the other half will be a little bit easier because you got to remember we have the version of the compressed teleporty thingy.
oh yeah, we do.
Bloop.
That can only be used outside of buildings and/or caverns.
Thank you.
Wait,
And
it
so-
means we have to go out the front door. We might see that Colossus again.
compressed teleporty thingy. Yes, James.
Undoubtedly, if the Colossus leaves his station, will be killed.
Oh, great. Another
Hmm.
Colossus killing me.
Actually, quick question, Exo.
Yes,
Is it instantaneous or does it take a second?
usually the death of the Colossus.
No, the teleporting thing. The
Not a
teleporting thing. I
demon,
don't give a fuck about what happens to the demon. I want to know what happens to us.
Yes,
The teleport thing. The teleporting thing.
it is instantaneous once one is outside of a building.
Okay.
Tommy, you want to talk about your feelings?
I'll take that as a no.
Do I have to prod you with the demon voice?
Not the boss.
Go
What?
on.
I am going to punch that voice. I don't fucking care.
You get the punching voice.
Okay.
I saw it a ghost. I will punch a voice. I don't care.
All right, but if you do want to open up, now's the time.
Do it now while she's emotionally vulnerable and willing to actually listen before she punches you.
Time to do it.
I'm about
Nobody
to start and y'all won't
needs you
shut up or...
like your weird ass deep and seductive voice. Like the fuck is that shit? Yes, charging my phone with my computer charger.
Okay.
Honestly, I haven't really been able to talk about it with anyone. Sure, there's my kids, but they've been through enough. And who the fuck is gonna believe? Well, I know better now, but who the fuck was gonna believe me as some giant monster came in, ripped my wife to shreds, and chased me out of the goddamn state?
I have a question for you.
What?
If you were to stay in that town, do you think they would have thought you did it? I mean, we're technically cops. I mean, it's a very, very common thing.
Tommy?
Those who know us personally, probably not. Other gangsters, probably. It's not uncommon for power-hungry folk to kill their own.
Hmm.
I
The only
don't think
thing
that
that
would
I
have stopped her brothers from hunting me down, though.
don't think so either. The only family I've known is the one that I've created, so I don't know what that's like. Having somebody of your own blood care about you.
I wasn't on speaking terms with my parents after I, joined the mafia. It's not really a proud parent moment there. I completely understandable, but I don't think I could have gone to her parents either.
I don't know my birth parents. I've tried looking at my own files to see if I can even get a name, but all that information's been redacted. It's like it never existed. The only kind of nuclear family unit I knew was Delana and the Magister when he was there. I spent a lot of my childhood in those offices. It wasn't until I could understand and spoke English for one that things started feeling less like an unknown situation and more like family. It was funny when I was younger. Whenever the Magister was there and whenever he was in the building, I always found a way to say good morning to him. And the thing was, it scared the shit out of everybody else. Because, surprisingly, I was fairly small for my age. I didn't get my growth spurt until like 14, and it was bad. But you see, tiny Russian child, maybe about 8, going actively searching for the Magister. Now tell me what is wrong with that picture. But
Wouldn't he have been in like his 50s? Probably.
around that.
Early 50s? Somewhere in his 50s. He's what, 90 now?
Fucking old.
I'm not saying that in front of him
My
again.
mom is gonna kill me. Fucking old. But Like I said, he was the closest thing to a father that they had, and hell, he still even is a father. I still remember playing chess with him when I was younger. When he was around anyway. He was always gone. I miss that. There's a lot of things I miss about my childhood.
You know, when we're not fighting for our lives or trying to save the goddamn city, you probably could still play chess with them.
I'd have to ask.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't just like sit yourself down at someone's desk with the chessboard.
I did do that once.
How did that go?
Surprisingly, he set down whatever he was doing and he played with me. I was one of the only people that he showed any real emotion to. Besides anger or just general disdain for human life.
That's how most people see magisters.
But that's how most people see magisters.
And on that note, you see in front of you 2 braziers and a door.
With a
It's
secret tunnel.
it's a little ways off, but it's close enough. And as you walk towards it, your foot hits something. Actually, it hits Tommy's foot. Do you look down?
Yee.
You see a skeleton.
Oh shit.
A human skeleton, actually.
Oh no.
And you might want to turn up the music a little bit for this.
It's a virus.
Sure. You look up, noticing that you actually cracked the bone when you stepped on it, and you see what Tommy's stepping on, and then you look up, and there's a lot of skeletons here. Human skeletons. They're still wearing clothes, actually. In front of this door. In front of a door with that same crowned owl. You look at the skeletons?
I was about to say, do any of them look like they're wearing something that Katja would recognize?
Okay.
Or any of the bracelets, like what they're wearing.
As you look down, you see, actually, Tommy, they are wearing a bracelet. Each one of them wearing a bracelet. But you count about 8 of them in entirety. But Katja, you kneel down beside one particular skeleton. A broader person, nothing but bones. It's been far too long. And you see a badge on their chest. An older badge, one that's you can't quite place. Do you pick it up?
Yep.
You pick it up and you see, take off the dust, and you see the RMM logo. And on the back, you flip it over. This is a very old badge. It didn't have the leather pouch or anything. It was just the badge itself. They weren't even enchanted. You see the name Sinopa Smith.
What's the name?
Sinopa Smith.
A smith.
Tommy, as you examine the other skeletons, you pull out several bullets. Each of them belonging to Paul. Each of them from various times, the most recent from the 80s, and as you stop to kneel by the skeleton that Koch is examining, this one The identification is from 1941. A very, very old ID. What do you do?
So these would. Well, these were the ones who didn't come back.
Hmm?
These were the ones who didn't come back with the old Manchester.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Me.
As you look at the badge and read the engraving of Sonoma Smith, you remember who that was. That was a troll enforcer from the 40s that died in the abyss. It was never stated why.
This one was a troll.
Wait, actually, sorry. I'm gonna work on that a little bit. You're a little confused as you look at this, because from your knowledge, Sonoma Smith didn't die in the abyss. She died in a werewolf attack. Yet, clear as day, that's her ID that Tommy has in his hands, and that's the badge you have in yours.
That's not right. That's not right. She died in a werewolf attack. She died in a werewolf attack. Why is her body here? Why is it?
Tommy, do you look at the door while she's saying this?
Yeah.
As you look at the door and see that same owl and that same screaming people engraved into this black surface, you see an inscription. An inscription you can read because it's in Latin. Preteam cognitus. Ostium viatae amicus sanguine. Would Tommy know what this means?
Here, can you write that out in the chat? Because I actually took a Latin class, please.
Yeah, this is pretty simple, actually.
Because amicum is friend. Amicus is friend.
We're gonna do this.
Something knowledge, something life, friend's blood.
We're gonna do this.
Would Tommy know this?
Well, Tommy is Italian, which is very descended from Latin. So you might
All
get
right.
like the general gist.
Then let me send you the translation.
Ooh. Wait. Hold on, I gotta look at something for the other for the enforcer list. Like all the enforcers.
Yeah, I did change it a little bit, and I'm gonna have to go back, but essentially, Eleanor lied about her death. And I did correct it to have the correct thing, mind you, but
I had a feeling. I knew it. I knew she lied.
so,
The price of knowledge.
Remember attributes.
Of an enemy. The blood of a friend. Oh. Oh.
What's going on?
That's the price to get in. The life of an enemy or the blood of a friend. It's the price of the knowledge within.
Wait. What?
you walk up to the door and you know Latin. Plain as day.
Oh. Wait, one of these people. 1941, who was met? Eleanor was Magister.
What years did she go in?
I need to pull up the sheet here.
Concha.
Because this is the thing. This is a thing that exists in this world.
Fucking huge.
Should
Do you require my assistance?
yeah.
Exo.
So, when was Eleanor the Magister?
I need to look this up. Give me a sec.
And don't worry, I'm like looking it up too. I'm like, what? I fucking knew she died.
Let me see.
Lying.
Eleanor was the Magister. 1991. No, is it 1900 to 1981?
1901 to 1981.
Correct.
Indeed,
Yeah.
she gave herself to the guy.
Correct.
All of these people here. Exo, do you know how many times Eleanor came to the Abyss?
I need to look this up quickly. Would be 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a sec. Sorry, I'm doing my own math here. 1, 2.
'Cause I think it's 8.
3, 4.
Should we bring back some of these? Isn't it like a tradition?
I need to
to
change
give
the number
them
of
to the
bodies.
guy?
I need to
How
change
many?
the number of. I need to change the number of their bodies. There's actually 4 bodies.
Eleanor Cresswell went to the Abyss. Exactly.
You're cutting out.
Eleanor went to the Abyss.
Your voice mod.
Okay. Eleanor went to the Abyss exactly 4 times.
What
that's what
years,
movie.
Exo?
God damn it, I just closed the document.
Stop closing the document, motherfucker. We are uncovering the truth about this bitch.
Okay, I'm not gonna put another thing. Eleanor went to the Abyss twice in 1943. Once in 19... Wait, I actually need to change it to 3, because some of them died in very specific ways. So 3 times. Twice in 1943, and once... shit, there's a lot of fucking things. Because you need to realize the enforcers died here. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to, uncover the mystery. Nope. That's 1, 2, yeah. Twice in 1943, and once in 1976. So yeah, there's
What
3 skeletons there.
Should we bring the
Grab-
bodies back?
No bodies. Grab any and all name tags and badges.
Right.
You walk to the other 2 bodies, and you see Catherine Eden. You see... Let me see here. Well, that makes sense in a timeline. Okay. Part of me is actually making this as I go, so please excuse me.
Nah, you're all good, homie.
Okay. Alright, here's actually what I'm gonna do. There are 8 bodies, but only 2 of them are gonna be marked. You see Sinopa Smith, and you see another one that's Paula's Keft, a smaller one. It's actually pretty close to Sinopa Smith. And as you look at the other bodies, even though they aren't necessarily, they aren't enforcers, but they are marked with some sort of RMM identifier. And sorry, this is a big thing. So 2 of them were enforcers, and the rest of them employees.
So 2 of them died in so she went there twice in 1943 and once in 1976.
I'm actually gonna
Retcon again?
Yeah.
Retcon
No,
as much as you
because
need.
Sorry, it's just that some of these enforcers died in very specific circumstances. And Catherine Eden actually died in the attack, in the Revenant attack, so I can't have her do that. But okay, so here it is. There is 8 skeletons, and she did go to the abyss that many times. And I'll give you a year for each one, but the important ones is that 2 of them, yes, 2 of them were at the same time. Were in the same year,
1943.
and they were enforcers, and their bodies are here.
Okay.
I'll give you the rest of it later, but for right now, it's not really important.
Did she have any friends? Did she consider people friends, or did she consider everyone an enemy?
I don't know. I've never met the woman. I never. The only magister I've ever known is Yakumo, but. Exo,
Bloop bloop.
Yes, Miss Terzal?
what do we have on Eleanor?
Eleanor Cresswell was... I'm sorry. Most, if not all, information has been redacted regarding Eleanor Cresswell. Please see the archive.
So we
We need
will
bloop bloop.
have to wait till we get back.
Oh, damn. Like I said, grab any and all name tags, pages.
But you do need to get through that door. And you are hitting the time, by the way, so...
Motherfucker.
So, Quatra. Are we friends?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
What do you do?
So, what's the actual translation?
That's
Again?
the exact translation is, and I'll put it in the chat because I did send it to Kayla.
Yeah, you send it.
Yeah.
The price of knowledge, the life of an enemy, the blood of a friend.
Okay, so we don't have to kill each other.
If you consider each other friends.
So nobody has to die. All right, cool. Like I said, you have a lot. Katja is going to reach into the pocket of her jeans and pull out a knife that she carries on her. And
Okay.
she's going to hand it to Tommy. I'm trusting you.
Tommy takes a knife.
And she's going to hold out her arm.
Tommy will gently take her hand, like to hold it still. And cut it open right on the side, the outside, by her pinky. It's probably gonna be the least painful.
Gotcha. You feel the knife pierce into your flesh, slice down the side of your hand.
Oh, motherfucker.
You watch the blood drip, drip, drip down into the ground, and you look at the door. Waiting.
Oh, come on.
I'll hold the knife underneath the stream of blood, and then flick it at the door so that the blood hits it.
You'll see the owl's eyes glow, and you'll see the Athenium.
Motherfucker!
Hey, now
What
the
do you
heist really begins.
Hand back the knife.
We're in. Hands back the knife.
Okay, so let's switch back to the other two, which we're finally gonna get to the big thing with you guys. So, the Jasper.
Time to go over to the butcher's shop.
Ye old butcher shop.
Gonna love the weird demon meat.
Weird demon meat.
Weird demon meat.
No, I'm looking for a deviled ham.
Welcome to the Monster of the Week, where the thing that sets us off most. I know they really put this up. Put their blood at the medium door and see if it opens.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Shit. 1
I
second here.
should probably get into character for this guy.
Yeah. Both of you have to get into character.
Okay,
I get
okay.
character. I am so
Okay.
excited.
I hope we see Charlie in future episodes.
Yes,
If you want,
Charlie will. I'm going to confirm because I really do like her, and I also like the fact that the first thing that Jasper said to her was flirting with her.
I'm so proud of him.
sorry.
He's learning so well.
Oh, he,
It's
was,
flirted.
Singular tear.
he was. Well, the sparks between us thing was a joke that Jasper made.
That's how you flirt.
Okay, into character.
I see.
I see.
I see.
Jasper actually taking flirting knowledge from James.
That's
God
a
help
terrible
us
idea.
all.
Alright.
To be fair, that's how I flirt. And it works so far. So, it's not ineffective.
Okay. And for the purpose of this, don't look in the bot chat because you're gonna get spoiled if you do.
Okay?
Hovers over bot chat.
Kind
We
of
see
lucky.
Charles as we exit.
Why would you see? Where are you going? Mission.
Just got back from the strip club.
We're just going to the
Yeah,
butcher
you-
shop.
You gotta use that line, Jasper.
Yep. I went to a strip club with the Magister, Uncle Charles.
You what?
Yeah, both of us.
We have places to be, Charles. Don't bother us.
We're going
Snap.
to a butcher shop.
I saw breasts, Uncle Charles.
I saw
What?
Jimmy's Uncle
What are you
Charles.
doing with my child? It was part of the mission.
It was being attacked.
What?
Jasper just has his head down in shame.
I'll make my own RMM with blackjack and hookers.
Don't forget the
Especially the
RMM.
hookers.
Don't forget the RMM.
What? What would your
Flirted
mother
with
think of
someone.
this?
I'll make my own RMM with blackjack and hookers.
I trust you to make my funeral arrangements.
I got it. I
You're
got
not
it.
going to die on my watch.
No, but when my mother finds out.
Yes.
You might come back as a ghost.
No, not with her involved.
Michaela, what's wrong? Are you okay? Michaela? Michaela! Don't you die.
Okay.
I
Don't
just
you die
squirted red
before our
Mountain
date.
Dew out of my nose.
Don't you fucking die before our date.
You can talk to him later about it, alright? Now's not the time. But you went to a for business.
He was fine.
Like you should be getting to. Go. But this is go. He snaps his fingers.
Bye, Uncle Charles.
What's in
That
God's
little
name? And he walks away, but damn it.
Are you okay, Michaela?
Yes, I just snorted
What-
game fuel
what-
out my nose.
What caused that?
This fucking conversation caused
All
it.
right. The Magister will drive his personal car, which is Japanese made, by the way, and very rare model that I won't bring up right now. But
I'm gonna drive a Subaru.
yeah, sure. You travel to the shop. The number Orion Street that I'm not gonna pull up right now.
950.
Can we have car talk?
Sure, if you want to.
9505. Yeah. So,
So, how do you like being in the field again, Magister?
Oh, it's nice, actually. I don't work with others often.
yeah.
Get out.
Glad you're enjoying it.
Good question.
Yes.
So, I noticed something when we were in the strip club.
Titties.
Other than the titties, voice of Katya in my head. You have a wedding ring.
I do. What about it?
What were they like?
What about it, motherfucker?
She was the world to me. Beautiful. Kind. She made me a better man. She made me the man I am today. And she's gone now. I still remember though.
Sometimes that's all we have.
Yes.
Honestly, one of my biggest regrets is that I never got married.
No.
I was going
Died.
to.
Died before you had the chance.
Yeah.
Understandable. Well, I don't think this one will have that problem. And he'll nod to Jasper through the mirror.
You better not. With the flirting you're doing. Oh, don't look at me like that, you
No,
little Casanova.
Oh, if Tice doesn't get me first, sure.
They won't.
They won't. They'll get me before they get you. That's a promise. I won't allow anything else.
We won't let them get to you, Jazz.
Though, you do have one positive. Before you die, you can say another girl has... I gave it to her.
I didn't catch that.
Before you die, you can say another girl has your number. I gave it to her. Thought she might be interested.
High five the Magister.
He's driving.
Yeah, symbolic.
He's...
You smooth.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're gonna need flowers. You're gonna go on a date. You're gonna need flowers. We can talk to Florence about that.
That's it.
Maybe we should just focus on work right now.
Of course.
Not
I thought I'd
Jasper's
mention
love life.
I thought I'd mention it, considering you did ask about mine. It was only fair.
James asked about yours.
Well, that's a fair point. Would you like to ask me a question then, Jasper?
What is the most embarrassing thing that Katja and Uncle Charles have done as enforcers?
Rude.
How explicit of an answer do you want?
Hit me with everything you got.
I've seen titties. I can handle it all.
Sleeping with each other.
Oh. Oh.
You asked.
Yeah, but how do you feel about your two kids sleeping with each other?
Well, they're my children, not by blood. It's not wrong. They've never had a brother-sister relationship in that sense.
Oh, thank
Always.
goodness.
It's
It was
always...
almost an Alabama wedding.
No.
Also known as a family reunion.
But if you want something more humorous,
Yes.
there was there was one Christmas evening. We have parties, you'll know them. It's coming up in a month or so. everyone lets loose for a little while, does what they can, and Gotcha put a limit on drinking. And she joined Charles in not only singing all the single ladies, but Who Runs the World Girls by Beyonce.
Charles singing that.
The moment Katja finds out that this was said, she is going to lose it.
We gotta make him do that again next year.
So, but it gets more interesting. See, Charles, he can dance. He's always been graceful, but Gotcha can't really keep up. She's graceful, mind you, but not like Charles when it comes to dancing. That, plus her being sufficiently inebriated for once, well, it ended up in her tripping, falling, throwing up, and, well, I forget what happened after that, but I think someone had to take her home.
Oh,
Quite
Of course.
the party.
Yes, also, I think Charles slipped on it as well because he inebriated, but...
Oh,
oh, oh! That reminds me of one time I went to a party. I think it was when I was in high school. In the end of the night, somebody took a shit on somebody's desk, and then a pool table was broken,
And somebody stole all the family photos.
and somebody stole, and we never found out who it was. Somebody stole some antique photographs.
Okay, but that's Skit, but it's the NPCs, and the person who did that was Evangeline. Anyway.
The one thing that they can never replace.
It's the one thing they can never replace.
But there's a little bit of silence, but her name was Penelope.
Wait. I gotta look in my own file because I think that's what James's mom was named.
It wasn't intentional.
It's James's mom.
Funny.
James's mom has
Oh,
got it
God,
going on.
would Jasper have known her? Or met
No.
her once? Oh,
No.
No.
You know,
She did. She did. She like did.
Okay.
Yeah.
funny thing.
Like she been in a hole for the longest time. She
That's what
fucking
my
did.
mom's name was.
Really? There
Yeah.
it is.
The Magister fucking slept with your mom.
Well,
Magister slip.
Was she human? Or
she was. But she was magical to me.
oh,
Oh.
That's a little gay, Yakumo.
I visit her grave from time to time. She gave me that cat.
She gave me Boo?
blue.
She did. The last thing she ever gave me before. And he'll just shake his head and turn in. Oh, we're here.
Good, now I don't have to talk about my emotional past anymore.
All right, getting into
Good.
character.
Now my backstory doesn't need to be revealed all in one contract.
We love the Magister in this household.
We
but
do.
Otherwise, I will turn you into a cup.
But in all seriousness, is that sufficient what you wanted to know about the Magister for the moment?
Yeah.
Okay,
I was just
'cause-
gonna. I was gonna ask him one thing, but maybe on the car ride back, if possible.
I would do it now, actually.
Magister,
Yes.
what was my grandma like as an enforcer?
Kind. She was kind. She always found a way to save everyone. It's funny. Enforcers aren't supposed to do that yet. There she was, setting an example for all of us. She was the kindest woman I've ever met. Well, second kindest, but we have to have some reservations, I suppose. She was wonderful, and I'm proud to have worked with her. And I'm proud that you can continue her legacy. And I'll smile.
Do my best, sir.
Fine.
Always do, kid. Always do.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yeah.
You pull into the not the butcher shop. The butcher shop.
The booker ship.
Yeah.
We're gonna buy a booker!
First the strip club, now the hooker shop.
You
It's
see...
Home Depot.
Oh, Depot, honey, how can I help you?
Okay, sorry. I'm getting off. Okay. You see Sal's Cuts as you drive past, but there's nowhere you can park in front of it. The location is really, really shitty, which is probably why it doesn't get much business. Because once you park and walk out to Sal's Cuts, you see that the S is falling off. So changing the name to Al's Cuts. In addition to the display windows looking murky, and I guess the meat hasn't been changed in the front of it for a while.
Who wants aged beef?
I'll pass.
I'll
Is
pass.
this place open?
The magistrate will walk forward and open the door. Ching, ting, ting, ting. Seems so. And you will enter. Immediately you'll be hit, not with the smell of rotting meat, but with bleach. A lot of bleach. Which is a very bad smell for a butcher of all. But it does hide whatever smell the cuts might be coming from.
Is there sawdust on the floor?
Uh,
That's a common thing in meat markets, is it absorbs the blood.
not at the moment, no.
At least in the room where they actually do the butchery.
Yeah. The more you know.
I learned that from Scooby-Doo.
There isn't much on the front counter to display either. In addition to lacking an attendant, there's only a few cuts available, and you can see they're beginning to go gray and moldy.
Ugh.
And it doesn't smell, but it doesn't look appetizing either. And as you step forward, you see a rat skitter by.
Like regular rat?
Just a regular rat. Though now I
Okay,
guess you're
finally a fucking normal rat!
I've never been so happy to see a normal rat before.
I've never been so happy to see a normal fucking rat.
You'll see no one currently in the shop. This really, really shitty shop.
I'll never forgive that guy for what he did to Polyphemus.
What?
Cheyenne will get it.
Okay, well, you'll see a lonely bell on the countertop.
Ding, motherfucker.
Time to dig.
Actually,
You ding?
Let me
Do it.
let me look around quick.
Yeah, let's
The
look
site.
at it.
The site?
Yep.
You close your eyes and open them up, and you see the world in a sort of infrared. How you use the sight is, well, your sight goes inverted in colors, and everything is black with white outlines. And you'll see colors. And those will be auras around certain things. If you're wondering what the sight looked like, I never described it until
I
now.
always wondered. I thought it was like I don't know, but I always wondered.
No. It's just like chalkboard, outlines of things with chalk, and then the only color is
It
the
looks
auras.
like Top's earthbending.
Yeah, kind of like that, actually. As you look around, you see the aura of a single man that's been walking around, and none from any amount of customers. Just a man, which you would assume to be the butcher, though you haven't met the butcher, so you don't know. But you can tell it's the same person, and no one has been in this place for a real long time. That you also know for certain. Though,
Nobody's been here for a long time. There's
Real.
a butcher here still.
you would assume to be the butcher, that is, considering
No.
he's the one that's up front.
If he's still alive.
Well, then what am I to find out? The magistrate nods to the bell.
Well, time to ding.
Okay.
Ah, dang it. Dang it!
What?
Dingster dings.
The Dinkster Dinks?
Well,
Okay,
it's time for the dingster to ding.
roll the ding.
Like rolling the mosey was worse.
Dang it, I wanted to ding.
So is that like an act under pressure?
Sure, just...
To not slam it
Just
into
try-
oblivion.
What?
Got 4.
You
I
just-
slammed the counter.
Yeah, you're like, oh dang it, smack. Ah!
Yeah, I
The
did.
magister just looks at you like, are you fucking serious, man?
It comes
you're
away
right.
slightly slimy.
Depth perception went off.
It comes away slightly slimy when you lift your
Salami.
Salami.
slimy.
Salami.
Sorry, switching from the side in normal fashion disorients me a bit. That's
You
a
mind
lie.
if I? Yeah. Yeah, sure it does, Jazz. I'm gonna try and ding.
Okay, you ding it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If James fails this, can we please
Wait, do
have
I
the
have to
magister
roll?
just like walk up?
Do I have to roll the dig?
Sure, fuck it, let's do it. Roll a
Like,
ding.
do I have to?
Roll a ding. Okay.
Please fail this
What do I
roll.
add to
Yes,
it?
please fail.
It's
I got a
add to your
10.
card.
God damn it.
You look Jasper, or you can choose to fail if you want a funnier moment.
Do we want a funnier moment or do I want to be competent?
We want
Yes.
a funny moment.
Ah, dang it!
Your
Smack.
arm goes right through it because you forgot to put on the meat suit.
Oh, yeah. I guess I should put on. No, I
match is-
just.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Dimash just looks at both of you, and he has like a done expression. That's his. He just like
He has to roll for it too.
he rolls his eyes and dings the bell with no problem.
Can
Looking
you
at the
roll
two of
it?
you.
Can you roll it?
You want
He has to roll dig.
Roll the ding, you Kamo.
you got a 10, so yeah, he dings it. Ding.
Excellent work, sir.
As always.
You set a standard for us that we'll never achieve.
God damn it. Okay. Sal. Sal?
Sal.
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Sal.
Downstairs, interacting with a interesting individual, you hear ding.
Ding 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 ding.
Pardon me a moment.
No, can there be like 50 dings?
You walk
It's
sure.
just James and Jasper just dinging it afterwards.
Sure, yeah, you ding the fucking bell. You ding it. Sal, you hear a consecutive ding 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 as you walk up the stairs and to the front. And because you were dinging so much, you didn't hear him walk up the stairs. So good job.
There's too much ding.
Yeah, that's horrible. What's going on? Alright.
You want to describe the
hello?
character? Because I don't believe.
Hi.
Yeah.
You want
What's
to
this guy
describe the
look like?
character?
Please
Because,
tell me. His name is Hamstring.
What?
Hamstring? You
His
renamed him?
last name is Hamstring.
Hold on, I couldn't remember what I originally put down as his.
It was
last name.
Burns.
Oh yeah, it was burned. It was burned.
It was
That's
fucking
Hamstring.
I like hamstring.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So hamstring, why not? Alright, sure.
Hamstring.
How do you get a hamstring from Burns?
I couldn't
Because-
remember, and I had a stupid
Yeah.
moment, so I went with hamstring.
Alright,
Because
you
when they're
wanna...
tight, they burn.
Oh yeah, by the way, you don't have an apron on. Just, you
Yep,
have your
no
clothes.
apron.
Yeah. Yeah. You wanna describe your character?
So this kind of gaunt-looking guy comes up front. He's a little taller than the Magister, but not by much.
Yes, another midget in our midst.
In our
He
midst.
He is skinny boy.
Mhm.
A gaunt skinny boy.
Welcome.
Why are you making me?
Alright. Alright.
But he looks slightly more alive than James.
How old?
Somewhere in his 30s or 40s, maybe?
Alright.
Okay. You see him walk up. He's not wearing an apron. He looks a little bit nervous, but he smiles at you and...
Hello?
Hi.
Hi! Welcome to my shop. What can I get for you?
Absolutely none of this.
What?
Have anything a little more fresh?
Yeah. I like aged beef, same as the next guy, but
I can't with this guy.
this guy is
Just,
this sirloin here is looking a little hairy.
Get out the health inspectors on people.
You're playing this
Glances
guy.
briefly at the terrible, terrible meat.
Terrible sirloin.
Sorry, I don't really get very many customers here. I wasn't expecting anybody.
I
I
put an
can
answer
tell.
for each of your thing if you want to use it.
Yeah,
So-
I've got it up.
I can tell. Anyway, so do you happen to know a guy named Ted?
Ted? Ted.
Yeah.
Oh, Ted. He used to come around here a bit. He'd take roast beef for his sandwiches. Why?
Just wondering.
Saul noticed the badges on their coats.
Yep.
You're enforcers. You're enforcers? Is something
Very-
wrong?
Well, other than the state of the sirloin, yes.
The
Yes.
magistrate stands in the back just watching you work.
May I let me take a few minutes to maybe talk to you for a bit? Ask you a couple of
Sure.
questions, just something like that.
Absolutely. What can I do for you?
Well, first of all, you said you don't get a lot of customers. Who was before us, I suppose. Who was your most recent?
From Ted? Ted, a few days ago. Several days ago. Has it been a week already? It might have been a week already.
Is he lying?
Well,
It's been a little while since I've seen him, but he's my most regular.
Yeah?
there's not an insight check in Monster of the Week, but so I'm wondering if I should just let you role play this because I think you should know the answer.
I feel like he is hiding something.
Two.
Listen here, now,
Technically, I think it would be sharp because investigate a mystery.
Yeah. I could. I'll leave it up to you if you want to roll sharp or do you just want to role play it.
I want to roleplay this because it's kind of fun to do this with roleplay because I can kind of tell he's hiding something.
Yeah.
So Ted, your most recent customer?
I'd say so, yeah.
Really?
Not a particularly popular establishment.
Oh?
The steaks are fucking nasty.
Really?
Well, there's an answer specifically. Here's the way.
Why is that?
It's number 3 under Saul.
I've been a little bit busy remodeling in the back. You might have
Remodeling?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Fixing things up a little bit. You see all
Would
the
you-
trucks up front.
You mind if we take a look?
Make sure it's up to code.
Yeah, just gotta make sure, you want to have, if you're trying to get a bigger customer base, you want to make sure it's safe.
And the steaks are fucking nasty.
I mean, you might also consider changing out the steaks here.
Because they're fucking nasty.
I
We
mean,
have a rodent problem as well.
yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to fix this. There's only so much we can do. I have traps out, but they don't like the bait.
As you say that, a rat just skitters across the top of the counter.
Like that one?
Little fucker.
It stares at you.
I hiss at it. I hiss at it.
It hisses back.
No,
He was one of those cat kids in school, confirmed.
Oh god, not one of those.
This guy's got fangs.
The rat sees the fangs and
Oh. Really? Nice fangs. Anyway, Mr. What's your last name?
Hamstring. Cell hamstring.
Well, Mr. Hamstring.
Family business.
Family name? Family business?
I guess I come from a long
No.
line.
One could say I was always a hamstring.
You can say I kind of got hamstrung into this. It's not a great. It's not great.
You seem a little bit nervous.
This man.
you'll see sweat
So,
beginning to gather
Doing
on his
all right?
temple.
It seems a little sweaty. Are you running a fever?
No, what? What? No.
Are you sure?
I'm fine.
Vampires can't run fevers. They can
that's
get nervous,
true.
though.
So, you're nervous. Well, there's no reason to be nervous. Maybe, sit down. We'll just have a little chat, okay?
Because the stakes is so shitty.
These steaks are not done.
Dang it! Voice of Gotcha in my head.
Do you want to order anything? We can order something. Do you have like an event or something you want catered? Cause you're officers. You do fun things.
The voice of Katja is just making bad comments the entire time.
Yes, I suppose, but first, let's, cut to the chase.
Ah, good one.
You're hiding something, Mr. Hamstring.
No.
May we see the back room, please?
I have a question for Sal. And for the first time, the Magistral will kind of step up. And you'll know exactly who this man is by looking at him. Why exactly does this place smell of bleach?
You had a little.
Why
bit
didn't
of,
I say that? I feel like an idiot for not bringing that up.
You want to ask instead, Jasper?
No, I was just going to say I could read his mind.
Oh, I wish I had asked that.
Okay. Why does this place smell of bleach?
Sometimes it gets a little messy, and after every couple of cuts, you should probably clean it. It's a health and safety
But
You're a mystic,
concern.
Sal.
If you were concerned about health and safety, you would have changed out these steaks a long time ago.
You're a mystic, Sal. Tell me this. What chemical covers up the scent of meat more than bleach? Nothing is the correct answer. Do you sell any special kind of meat, Sal?
What?
Mystic.
No, never. That is very, very against our regulations.
Don't lie to me, Sal.
Sal, there's no way you're making a living off of what you're selling at this counter.
Yeah, anyone. Yeah, nobody would, in their right mind, I don't care who they are, would buy this. Would buy that. That thing's so hairy it might as well be cut from the cow with the skin on.
I think it was.
Now, Sal, would you please bring us to the back room? Because I think you're selling some pretty,
Mysterious meat.
maybe some deviled ham.
I think the only thing you are selling, Mr. Hamstring. And he'll step forward and slam his hand on the counter. Is bullshit.
I wish I could say these kinds of lines.
And
Jasper
Sal had his...
doesn't care. Jasper actually did what I just said.
Ooh.
When he delivered that line.
Now,
And as... okay, first of all, how does Sal react to that?
He books it for the door. The front door. He's out. He's gone.
I grab him.
Just
I
as you
grab
run.
him. I
Actually,
grab him.
Nice.
okay, roll act under pressure.
Act under pressure.
Do I get
Yeah,
anything? Do I get to roll anything?
No, you don't roll a second test.
Okay.
Okay, what is act under pressure? Cool. I
yes.
still have that inspiration if necessary because I want to do something cool. You know, I haven't done a lot of that.
And
Yeah,
this
I'm
one's
using that inspiration.
Oh, don't waste it on this, man.
Well, I want to do something cool.
Am I getting out the patheticness of this man well enough?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Sure.
I dropped it. What it is? Okay, this is an 11.
Nice.
An 11? Okay.
Yeah.
Saul, you try to run, but all of a sudden you feel two hands just grab both of your shoulders as you try to kick away. And you see the Magister close the door to the back room, take one of the chairs, take him from James, and sit him down forcefully. Tell us what the hell is going on. So?
He is like tense. He's still in fight or flight. I didn't want to.
You didn't want to do what?
I didn't want to.
What didn't you want to do, Sal?
And all of a sudden, Jasper, you hear something from behind, and
Ah, shit.
what do you do?
Turn around.
Okay, it's behind the door, somewhere behind that. Do you open it?
Oh gosh.
Nope.
It's the door to the back. What do you do?
It's behind there, Sal.
Sal?
Sal.
You hear another.
Sal. What's behind the door, Sal?
He is.
What's behind the door?
Where's the money, shithead?
Where's the door? What's behind the door, shithead?
Everybody's getting so
Sal?
This man is panicking, and I said,
Oh, for Christ's sake. And you'll just see.
Oh,
You'll see the Magister take out a pair of handcuffs, slam him around, just. And throw him on the chair. Stay there. Come on. And he just kicks open the door.
God, I love the Magister.
Find out what the hell that happened.
Sure. I'm using this light.
Alright. As you look through this into the back, you'll see the cutter's block where he was in fact cutting something, and you'll see that familiar black blood. And as you look at it, that's what it is. He'll walk up to it and take a bit of the blood on the counter, rub between his fingers and lick it. That's school blood.
What is it?
And
Cool.
blood.
Cool.
And you'll hear another crash. And Jasper, you'll see very clearly a set of demonic path that has been used over and over and over and over again in this so many times that it's practically just everything's covered with a demonic signature. Demons have been here so many times. And
What do you see, Jazz?
This is a lot of demonic shit.
I look at
And-
Sal.
most recently, you see a set of red footprints, recent, just now, going down the stairs.
James.
Yeah?
I think he's here.
Shit. I look at Sal and say, "Don't you fucking move.
He's currently tied to the handcuffed to the chair.
You better not fucking try to get out."
he looks terrified.
All right, do you follow it?
Yeah, we gotta. I have the gun out,
All right.
ready.
As
The
you
long goodbye. Summoned.
as you go down the stairs, these stairs are not the same architecture as everything else. Actually, they're pure smooth concrete. And as you go down to the basement, this wasn't supposed to be there either. Instead of really shitty floors and a shit basement that you would assume for a shit place like this, you see pristine concrete walls. Well, they were once pristine. Once you walk down, all of you, Jasper, James, and Magister, you see that crashing was someone tearing through them. And there's actually tearing through the concrete and
Through the what?
and through the concrete walls that were separating this basement into different cells.
Holy
And these
shit,
different-
like that one scene in The Incredibles.
And through these cells, you see on the ground offices, and these offices are torn to shreds, like someone took a knife and just cut through the concrete and everything inside of it. And you see papers everywhere of so many different things. And Jasper, you see that demonic signature everywhere, and all the doors are open, everything's open, and you hear words, and you see those footsteps going down to the last door, to the last room that has not been touched, and you see that it's glowing. And you can hear words coming from it.
Kind of words.
They're muffled. Do you walk closer?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're listening in.
Yeah, I'll make the shh gesture to James and point to the door.
I give him a thumbs up and gonna listen in.
As you walk over the paper, making just a quiet enough sound, and go to the one closer here. And I need to do another thing. You hear a smash as someone slams into something else, and all right, tell me what I need to know. I'm not here to fuck around.
Oh, lovely.
Hmm.
I should have knew that I smelled the lich when I first walked in here.
Yes, yet you so eagerly walked into my trap. The door's closed. There's no way out. You're mine.
Oh, am I now?
Yes, you are. There is one small window at the door. It is surrounded by magic, but
Hey,
do you try to
Drake,
look through? Yes.
do I recognize any of those voices?
You would recognize that voice anywhere.
Oh my god.
I want information, and you're going to give it to me. As you all creep up to the one window to look, you see, well, you see the woman that you'd never see again. Red hair, killer eyes, a stunning body proudly displaying a satin black. Lucille Fox. But not Lucille Fox, because Lucille, you know, be a deep red ghost. Wouldn't be force chokeholding a demon against a demon with wearing a long red coat, adorning jet black hair. You wouldn't know them to be a demon.
San Diego?
Actually, you wouldn't know them to be a demon if you didn't look closer. Didn't see the horns revealed by a long, knocked-off hat, or the claws clawing an invisible hand, or the fangs in her smile. I want information, and you're going to give it to me. Where is he? And you'll see the grip around her throat tighten.
You're gonna have to be more specific, Dollface. Let's be honest here.
Don't fuck with me. And you'll see her actually throw her to the side of the wall. And in this room, there is ghoul meat in chunks just lining the wall that they're currently lying. And you'll see her slam the demon into one of the walls and slam it into another before force choking against the wall. Her back is currently to you. She can't see you through the window. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The assassin. Where is he?
I don't know, Dollface. I'm looking for him too.
You're looking for him? Your own man? Why's that?
Because he ran off.
You
Trying
see,
to find a wanted man is a little bit harder than you think, darling.
I would not suggest lying to me. We have all the time in the world and I've fortified this room. No one can enter it. No one can escape. Especially you. Unless you tell me what I want to know.
For such a powerful witch, you're such an idiot, you know that? I said, I don't know where he is. So... You're
You'll
wasting
see-
your time.
You see her lash out in anger again, pull back an invisible fist and slam it across her face. You hear a as this demon is slammed and she turns back, baring her fangs. Fine. Tell me where he is. Tell me where I can find Neil Anderson. We both know he's alive.
I don't know where he is either, but he's another man on my list. He's another one. But you know this just as well as I do. The only person who can really find him is that assassin. You're so keen on discovering where he is.
Because of what he fucking did to me. Because what he took away from me, because... And she'll slam her against the... If you don't know where he is, then why do you keep planting this filth? Why do you keep using that on this? You know what I'm talking about. Why?
Honey. He's in the city. And I have to attract him out somehow. We have some contacts that might know where he is. You saw the office back there.
I saw myself destroying it, as it should be for people like you.
Great job doing that. Wonderful. Destroyed all the good information that I have on finding that kid of yours. See how fast you can find him now, Dollface.
You know, you'll see Lucille look down and look up and her eyes will be set ablaze. I've gotten this far in my own intuition. And if burning this place to the ground means Tice has...
Sorry, what? You cut out?
Okay.
Tice what?
I've gotten this far in my own intuition. And if burning this place to the ground means Tice has...
Means Tice what?
Tice has less chance of using that boy.
Okay.
And outside of the door... What are you guys doing, by the way?
I'm basically listening in and writing down everything I'm hearing.
Okay. Jasper?
Jasper will try and take a peek through the window.
Okay, you're tall enough. The Magister isn't.
I am.
Register needs a step stool.
I am.
As you're quickly writing this down on your notebook, and as she finishes the last sentence, you'll see fire, blue flame, erupt just centimeters down, like just feet down the hall from you, burning, blazing, and beginning to catch.
I pulled Jazz away from the place, and we're. Is there a clear pathway out,
No,
or is it heading towards us?
it's right in the path you gotta leave. This happens right after she says, if it means Tice has a less chance of using that boy. She looks back up, then I'll take it. The Magister, well, what do you guys do first off? Seeing this flame, Jasper, you will notice veil fire, which is the same thing that burned through straight concrete in the last arc at the prison.
To be able to shield or maybe extinguish this shit.
What are you doing, Jasper?
Does Jasper know a way to extinguish it?
You need to get away from it, but it's in your path.
He gotta
Is there-
get away from it.
Is this a dead end? Is there other?
You're right against a wall. He's at the end of it. The Magister. I mean, are you guys doing anything? Immediately, you have a second.
Should we kick open the door, James?
We might have to.
You see the Magister just take out one of his spines and slam it through the window. In a second, you see Lucille look back, and in that second, James, you see the briefest of eye contact. Violet, the gripper around your throat has ended.
Ah, shit.
What are you doing?
Uh-oh. Seems we have visitors, Dollface. It was such a nice time talking to you. But I gotta get going. And besides, I'll need a little bit more of this stuff if you're going to destroy it. But you know, I can always kill for it myself. And she's going to fade into the shadows.
Okay. You watch her fade into the shadows and actually right past. And you just hear, shit! And as this visage of smoke flies through the air, you see Lucille fly without a second thought, not even looking to any of you as this fire begins to burn and burn and burn and...
Follow them, sir.
You're surrounded by fire. This veil fire corrupts and consumes at such an impossible... Shit. Okay. So, we're gonna switch to the Athenium. And we're almost done, y'all. We're almost done.
We're almost done because it's almost midnight.
I
Yeah,
guess
sorry.
you could say that Sal hamstring burns.
Is
And yeah, we are almost done with this. And
this
Yeah.
the last scene?
second to last here.
Okay. Almost done.
Yeah, you're almost done.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. I did want to start earlier, but I think I've made it entertaining enough for you to keep up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just that these last few of like, what in here? Nope. The West New Pussycat.
Jasper and Tommy.
What?
Just-
Katja and Tommy.
Sorry, Katja and Tommy. Fuck.
Jasper finally
It's
got to go to
midnight.
hell.
What?
Yeah, you teleport in hell. No, you don't.
Hey,
Fire,
Gotcha.
hellfire is burning in my soul.
Okay, I'm gonna do a thing. Do 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 do. I'm just preparing the music so I don't have to do it later, because then I don't have to pause. So
One thing you did see about Sal is that he was wearing a hairnet.
I mean, yeah. He may have been working with some really horrible people, but you know, at least he didn't get his hair in the food.
Yep.
Alternatively.
Instead of, so no hair, mold, but still
You
no
know
hair.
that hair is not him.
Let's get to this, and this will be the last, like, other thing, but okay. Okay, Katja. You will hear the stone doors drag open. A flash of light blinds your eyes, and you feel hot wind rush past your body. The sound of moving stone comes to a stop, and you open your eyes and inhale. The smell of ancient tomes and ink filling your nostrils. You walk forward up the stairs and shelves. You look around and see shelves for miles, winding up and up and up. You can barely see the ceiling. All the windows you can see are small and far. From your position, the only way out is, well, the giant door to your left, or attempt through the windows if you can bend the bars, but that's not the thing that concerns you. The windows and the doors don't concern you. The millions and millions of tomes, the millions of leather-bound books holding forbidden information. You walk inside and run your hands along the spines, appreciating the strange serenity this acclaimed Athenium holds. The architecture remains hellish features, ironically possesses almost chapel-like designs, columns and shelves. Surprisingly, despite this library holding the horrors far more dangerous demon outside, this library feels the least hellish. If there's ever a chance that you could find the information on portals yourself, or anything, it would be here. What do you do?
What is Katja gonna do with a giant ass library?
Mhm.
I think Katja is just gonna kind of walk. She's just gonna walk, kind of running her hands along the wall, along the shelves, and waiting for the feeling that this is what she needs to get.
Okay. Tommy?
Tommy's looking at the ends of the bookshelves for any indication of, like, organization. He's looking for the
This-
Dewey Decimal System, man.
This thing runs for miles, my dude. You look around, your heart drops because you may have all the information in the world, but there's too many books for you to sift through.
Is there a desk or anything?
There is, actually.
Alas, no Dewey Decimal System.
There is a desk, actually. There's a desk with not a bell, but a what is it called? What is that thing called? The chime? No, not a chime. You know, you
The
like bang
ringer.
it. Not a
gavel.
ringer.
Gone.
A gap.
Yes, gong.
Is it going at the
See-
desk? What the fuck?
You see, you know, like metal plate that's hanging, and you hit it with a stick.
Yeah,
That
that's a
thing.
Yeah,
gong.
that's a gong.
Yeah. You see a gong.
Is there anything else on the table?
Some papers. A few other things.
I'll look at the papers.
It looks like writing from, I don't know, in several different languages. Each one has a different language on it. You see one in Arabic, Latin. The English one seems notes on findings, looking over tomes and such.
So the English one is what? I didn't catch that.
It's a librarian looking over tomes, essentially, and just marking down what they saw.
Alright.
You can tell that someone recently has been writing.
The ink is fresh.
Yeah.
Is there any indication of what's where?
There's a gong on the table that you can ring.
Yeah, let's summon some demon from hell to escort us around the library that we're gonna steal from.
What's the alternative?
That's why I was looking for an alternative.
On the desk, a kind of engraving. It's made of wood. The only wooden thing you've seen so far in this place. And it has the engraving of an owl with a crown. And in Latin, and I'm not going to say it in Latin, you'll just translate it. The master of knowledge. Yours to ask.
I'll look at Katja.
Hmm?
I look at Katja. Should we bang the gong? Are you just gonna wander until you find something?
So we can do it either way.
It feels like you're in the right place, Katja. It feels like this is where you're supposed to be. There's something for you here. You know that for certain. You know this is where you're supposed to be, but the question is now finding it.
I don't think we should spend long in here. I would do it.
Alright. He picks up the gavel or drumstick or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And lightly bangs the gong.
Gong, gong, gong. The sound is eerie, almost phantom-like, and it echoes across the walls in such an unnatural way. You don't know if it's the acoustics of this place or something else. You hear it. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. You see a form land rather gracefully, actually, behind this desk. You see the figure look up. Their eyes large, owl-like, and you see them stand. And you see a bird, an owl. You'll see a great owl, bigger than usual, but long, knobbly knees and legs, unnatural.
The
You'd
knowledge
think this.
spirit.
Yeah.
No, it's the knowledge spirit from Avatar.
No, this one has way too long of legs. They're like stilts almost. That leads you to the eye level.
leggy, too long.
Have you
But
never
you're a
seen
Lego
how
owl.
long an owl's legs actually are?
I know,
Yes,
but
I've seen
He
them.
has floof.
it's to the point. Like if this owl had normal legs, it probably like knee or up to your hip. Up to your hip, yes. Make fun of the owl. It'd probably be up to your hip, but with the legs, it's up to your eye level, actually a little bit taller. These eyes look not sinister exactly, but knowing. And across its head, you see a crown made of feathers and of gold. So I say how the stories go so to my curious. Very curious. You'll see him walk with his awkward legs and
Spindling stick leg.
and he'll walk to examine you, look into your eyes, almost examining your. And you legends, I can see why they're after you. You should be warned. Your time here is limited. I've little doubt that Asian's minion. He'll go back to his desk and perch. Choose your questions wisely.
He'll look at Katja again for any indication that she might have of wanting to go first.
They mention a prophecy. What is that prophecy?
There are many, and many I have come up with. My name is Stolas, keeper of keys, knowledge, and the stars. No, I don't get a very good view from down here. This place holds many things. Libraries, well, prophecies being one of them. Yeah, you can tell I'm tired. Prophecies being one of them. I intend to guide whoever successfully.
Whoever successfully what?
I intend to guide anyone to the knowledge that they seek, gain that they arrive here successfully. As for your prophecy, for you, my child, there are two. There is one that involves you. And he'll turn to Tommy and stop and look at him. That involves that one too. I can see it. And Tommy, you'll feel uncomfortable as this owl is staring deeply at you. Like everything you ever were and everything you ever out for him. It's almost it's almost uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable, but it's
I am being judged.
you. I don't know which one you are yet. The seven prophecy. The one promising protection from all. The risen, the duelist, the altruist, the fury, the amalgam, the avenger, and the vibrant one. Prophecy I discovered long ago. He'll lower his head and close his eyes. I do believe it's time to change it again, considering recent events. I see seven guardians. Seven guardians standing against. Seven guardians with weapons. taking the risks only he like. Pauses. His eyes open and you see stars. The vision, defying the laws of reality itself. The duelist, holding the means of destruction. The altruist, plucking the humanity from the darkest of hearts. The fury, clutching their destiny with two greedy hands. The amalgam, smeared with oil in a crooked crown they must or destroy. The leader, the wielder of the most dangerous weapon. And the catalyst, the means in which the world can survive. He closes his eyes and opens them again, his eyes back to the normal yellow and you, Kocha Tezel, are part of this. Or the Risen. There's a prophecy involving each, but I do believe I might have made a mistake. He closes his eyes. I see an eighth. Then he opens them again, and you see that universe behind his iris.
The martyr.
If you're wondering what he said, it's the martyr.
Oh.
Anything you want to say to that? Got your Tommy?
Where do I fit in all this? You say I am involved in two.
In that one, you are the Risen. And you... I looked at Tommy. I'm not sure which one you are yet. Only time will tell. Second prophecy. And he looks back to Katja. Is the reason why that one is after you. And he closes his eyes again, and this time's when he opens. You're surrounded by blackness, both you and Tommy. The library disappears, and all you see is this owl. Fate is wrapped in your blood, young one. So much. The higher powers prepared me for this day. There will be 7 guardians, and for each of these guardians, there will be an individual. 4 of the 5 guardians. For 4 of the 5 guardians, their identity. But 2
You're cutting out
to
a
have been
lot.
confirmed. What?
You're cutting out a good deal.
God damn it. Of course it is. 1 second. Okay. There will be 7 guardians. And for each of these guardians, there's an individual prophecy. 4 of the 5 guardians. For 4 of the 5 guardians, their identities are to be left a mystery. But 2, well, 3 now. 3 confirmed. You and the Cambion. 2 guardians intertwined, diametrically opposed, similarly motivated. Power radiates from their fingertips, not from the gods or demons, but of both. You will know them by their denial of this reality, the changing of their forms. These guardians will hold the power to create the world, or destroy it. And he'll close his eyes, and both you and Tommy will be back in the library. This is the prophecy you are part of. Gotcha?
Myself. And Charles.
Yes. You have changed your form.
Can I change it back?
If you are one of these chosen that have been picked by fate, then yes, you are free to choose. It is up for you to decide and to want. And it shall be so.
That's all I have to do. Wish it to be so.
You'll have to work for it. And you'll see the owl walk towards you, stopping just feet away. It is good and new, and it will prevail.
Thank you.
And
she looks at Tommy.
Should we ask about the books?
you came here for the portal and how to close it, correct?
That and unless Quatcha already got what she wanted.
We can take anything else that we might need.
We'll start with the portal and how to close it.
And
He
I'll see
nods.
if I can find anything on what I am.
He nods, and whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. About a minute later, he falls back down, holding a scroll in his beak. Actually, a tome. And he offers it.
Tommy takes it.
It's pretty big, pretty bulky, but it's enough to fit in your pack. This will give you all the information on closing portals. Everything you might need in doing so. But, Anthony, you'll see Stolas walk towards you. You are one of the chosen. I can see that by looking at you. What kind of chosen do you want to be? What kind of guardian do you want to be? Actually, it's guardian, not chosen, sorry. You're one of the guardians. What kind of guardian do you want to be?
The protective kind?
I'll link all this stuff later after the fact, James.
I think it's in the resources of the guardian.
He did change it if you listen to it, so I'll link it, but not now for the purpose of getting this done. What?
I wasn't there for that part, sadly.
That's
I was getting
fine.
a drink.
I'll link it. Don't worry about it right now. You'll get that information. That's a promise.
Thank you.
You see. What you will need to find this answer in order to find peace, young one. He says to Tommy. Does he say anything back?
Tommy looks like he's in thought.
Think on it. And he'll walk back up to his desk. He'll close his eyes. Azazel and his minions are coming. Your time is limited. What, may you ask? This is, either of you access to any information you can think of that you have questions on.
I don't suppose you have anything on the weather and its inhabitants, do you?
I do. Plenty. What do you wish to find?
Rot rate information, maybe?
Yes, of course. And whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. He comes back with a smaller book, and you see an image of... You see an image of a rat on it. It's embroidered onto the leather. This will give you the information you seek. Anything else?
Do you know anything on Mount Titan?
You'll see his crown, and yours just kind of perk up. He is one of the 7. One of the 7 destroyers.
Mount Titan.
Yes. The 7 fate to go against you.
Do you have anything that we could use against him?
He closes his eyes. You know all the Guardians. And you have met these destroyers. You have the means to discover this yourself, closer than you believe. Nothing I can give you will be able, is not already within your grasp. Or it's not for you. There's another that wanted to accompany you, no?
Jasper.
I know. Jasper. He was upset that he couldn't come with, but I knew that we all knew it wasn't safe for him here. But you know that that is what he wanted.
Yes, they did. He must come to me directly if he wishes to gain this information.
All right.
You hear a and you see your time is running short. Ask what you will. One final question.
Coach, you wanted to know about yourself and demons, right? Demons, angels, everything in between.
Colonel Sanders' secret recipe.
I already got in trouble for once and being too loud, god damn you.
Okay. You'll see the and yeah. Take this. And it's a very small tome, but it has both an image of a demon and an angel. Go. That is all you will see from me.
Thank you.
Let me see here.
That's the wrong chat.
First
God
off,
damn it. Whoops.
I mean, it works, but
It works, but you in the wrong chat, dude.
Alright, hey, Corey, are you ready? On my cue?
Yep.
Okay. Just wait till I say on my cue. You see Stolas the owl disappear, and simultaneously all the lamps go out, and you are now alone in this black arcanium. Nothing but the flames from outside, shining in through the tiny windows, the 2 tiny windows. As you hear the Colossus what do you do?
we need to leave.
it's back the way we came then.
Can we even get out that way?
He said it would be there.
All right.
As long as we get outside, we can go.
All right.
Run.
We need to move quickly.
As you look outside, you see you hear a roar, and you look and you see an eye.
Oh, motherfucker.
Well, it's
And
all good.
right as you look to the open door, you see the Colossus slam his fist into the ground. You can't even see this entire thing. It is it is the height of this building, and it's crouching down to see you. It slam its fist towards the building, and
Oh, shit.
the door, the way you came, is slammed shut.
Shit.
And you see this Colossus, as big as this fucking building, just stare at you through the windows. You see its teeth just breathe against that. What are you doing?
It is at times like this I wish I had the sword. Alright.
Maybe he's friendly?
You hear a roar.
No, not friendly.
No, he's not.
They're not friendly.
He's not. Alright.
Okay. If we're quick
Is there
enough,
any?
the second we're outside, we can do the teleport thing.
You see and it's hear the flapping of wings, and each flap you hear the clouds above. Each clap of these wings cause thunder to rumble the earth.
Oh shit! We need to get out of here.
Okay,
Do you look towards the window, or are you not at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, what the fuck is Exo doing? Are you on?
I've got a crazy, stupid idea, and it might work.
What?
We run right at the Colossus.
Okay.
The last
You
time I did it, I died.
you
And then we
see
teleport the second both our feet are outside.
you see the Colossus actually walking away from the door, and
Uh-oh.
you get a better look at this ugly, massive thing.
Ew.
And with ashen skin and a roughly scaled hide. From your position upward, you can't hope to see this thing's face, but then you see the thing on the horizon that it's looking at. You see
Oh.
him. A winged being appears
Uh-oh.
along the horizon, a demon you never wish to see. You hear his feet slam into the black earth, and just in front of this colossus, and oh my god. You see two hoof feet slam into the ground, and a 20-foot tall being look up at this colossus. A dwarf in comparison, but you watch him stand with pride you thought impossible. You get a full view in the firelight. Scaled red skin, set of razor-sharp teeth and ears, claws easily as big as your forearm, set of goat legs and hooved feet, pointed tail, and a face, a bearded face, human, that resembles far too much of Charles Irwin.
Oh shit! We found his daddy.
Before you, you see the faded Azazel staring down the Colossus. You watch the Colossus flinch as he approaches. A monument to this to the Prince's Tower.
Daddy, yes.
Alright, Jasper, if you want to go, you can, or if you want me to do it, I also can.
I'll try.
Okay.
Colossus,
You hear a deep guttural voice bark.
where are the corpses?
You see the Colossus scared beyond his mind. What corpses, sir?
Corpses of the men that have tried to enter the Athenium?
No one has tried to enter, boss. You hear him answer, and I can't tell you how frightening it is to see a 50-foot tall Colossus shake. You'll see Azazel lift a hand and point to the Athenium, right to where Tommy and Katja are hiding.
Oh my god.
And why are there
Technically,
two more?
he's telling the truth. We didn't try to enter. We did enter.
Okay.
Then
And
why
Azazel.
are there two mortals inside the library?
But you what?
Oh, sorry, can I ad lib?
Sure.
You know, such diligent work deserves to be rewarded.
You watch Azazel
Really
summon
conscious mind right now.
a sword of pure fire from his side and flourish it in his hand before you see him scream, the clouds shaking, the earth shaking as he draws his sword and cutting the giant beast in two. Two pieces
Screams.
falling apart of this giant beast, leaving only Azazel staring at you both.
Oh shit.
lifting up his sword, aiming it at you, and snarling.
Do you think he's mad that I slept with his kid?
Wait, this Charles is dead?
Yeah. You don't see the family resemblance.
It took me a second.
If you want to ad lib more stuff, you
I'm
also
a little
can.
scared out of my pants right now.
Can I just
If you want, yeah, go for it.
burst through?
Sure, however you like.
Oh shit. Gotta go.
Just cuts through the wall with the sword.
You
Go.
watch him take
kicks
his.
it open.
You watch him kick it open with his hoof, and look up to you right in your spot and scream, holding the sword and aiming it at the two of you.
Oh, I might do something.
I would
Another
scream, but it's
Yeah.
pretty that time.
That's fine.
He's mad
Another
as fuck
exit.
with his kid.
That's fine. You don't have to actually scream.
Katja's gonna look at Tommy.
Oh god, not another Italian.
Katja's gonna look at Tommy. Oh,
What? No! You come up with.
and she is going to start turning. I said go.
You watch her skin begin to grow red, and the spikes appear from her shoulders and forearms. Her voice becoming guttural and low.
I will find you at the exit. And she's going to go 100% demon. Is she
Okay.
going to square up enough to buy Tommy some time to get out of there?
Well, all right. Azazel and Tommy, what are you two doing as this is happening?
I think Azazel would be curious why this demon looks like him, resembles him.
He would know. He would know that this is the fated chosen. And the reason he wants the chosen is so he can use the chosen to destroy the world.
Two chosen, right at my feet.
Tommy takes out his gun.
Really?
He's shaking,
Really?
but he's got it, and he's not going yet.
You actually think that'll work?
That might not work. And she just smiles and acid drips from her mouth.
It's better than nothing.
But I might.
Tommy, there's two 20-foot tall demons staring at each other.
Tommy, you need to fucking go. You fucking pea shooter of a guy. Fucking move, bitch.
Well, it depends. You're at a stare down right now. What are you doing? Who does the first move? It can be any of you.
Is there any other exit besides the one behind Azazel?
If you want to try a window, you can, but that shit's barred.
Yeah, so my best bet is to run towards the demon that's cornered us.
You can. I didn't say it's impossible to take it down the bars.
Actually, what are the walls made out of?
Stone.
You're not gonna fucking Kool-Aid man through the wall.
I make
You want-
yours!
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm going stick. Yeah, I'm going stick. That is what I can do. I go
Okay.
full stick.
Okay,
It's
you go
not
full
It's
stag.
not as fucking magnificent as the demon next to him, but it's something.
All right.
Oh,
What
God.
are you doing? Oh, great and powerful demon prince, and I'm talking to the Dinkster.
It's been a while since I've hunted an archfey. He'll smile. Can he,
No,
like,
him.
yeah,
You're
can
going
he,
to hit. It just. Oh, you finished.
oh, sorry. No, you
No,
can.
you- If you're going towards him, you're going to go to me.
Easy.
He's what?
Can he, I said easy. Can he just backhand her?
Oh, I mean,
I'm gonna.
You-
When he goes to swing at her, she's gonna grab his wrist.
all right. You're squaring up against a demon here, so I'm curious. But
Katja's fucking killed demons, homie.
okay, I want both of you to roll. This is just going to be a straight contest, and whoever rolls highest will succeed.
11.
I rolled
It's a
an
straight
11 too.
Ooh.
Are you fucking
Hold
okay?
on. I've got
Reroll.
something I can do. I'm going staying, right? I will charge the fucker.
Oh
'Cause that
god,
door is
okay,
my
you're
best
doing
bet.
this. This is the Aaron Burr, like, okay, so we're doing this.
Okay,
All
so
right.
we're doing this.
You walk forward and try to backhand her, but you see her pick up her clawed hand and put it around your wrist. And she's not making any ground and she's not doing anything to push you in her direction, but for the moment she has you held.
Can just break his fucking knee.
Oh my god! Okay, sure. Because this is a... Alright, roll me something.
I'm going. Okay,
So,
Roll me to
remember,
knee break.
remember
so we
the
tied
door
so
at the
nothing
Red
happens,
Forest
or-
Cafe.
Yeah, you tied so nothing
current-
happens.
Yeah, I just have your arm.
Yeah.
You've lost arm privileges.
Remember the door.
Since the only reason she's fully on par with you is because she's in her full demon form. If that wasn't the fact, then yeah, you would have fucked her up real quick.
Okay.
I thought your dad and he fucking sucked.
I broke your dad's fucking knee. Because that is a 13 total.
Oh my god.
I broke your dude's fucking knee.
Okay, what is it?
Finally! Break a kneecap! The voice of Graham tells you.
I busted
Alright.
kneecaps today.
Bust
Alright,
his
Tommy.
kneecaps, Tommy!
You
I'm
go
not
full
fucking anything down here.
Sorry, okay. You go full stag, and you turn to Katya, and then you turn to Azazel. You clop your feet against the ground.
You clip clop, motherfuckers.
Flippity cloppity, your knee is my property.
Do you want to say anything cool, or do you just want to go?
I shout, shit!
You dash towards him, and since Azazel is a little bit surprised that you could catch their hand, Azazel, you are hit, directly in the knees by a pair of horns and antlers, and actually knocked off your feet. Katya, you let go of Azazel in retaliation, and I'm not going to worry about health for you, Azazel, because you're a boss, and they're not going to defeat you, but you are tripped on the ground, and you are away from the door. And, hey, Tommy.
Yeah?
You knocked over a fucking demon prince.
I broke his fucking knee.
Run, bitch, run!
Murdered!
Okay.
I think Katya's like once Azazel's on the ground, she just looks at Tommy and the look of we need to fucking run now.
Fucking run!
And she's gonna actually grab Tommy, and she's got wings in this form, and she's fucking booking it.
Hey, Azazel.
Yeah.
You want to try to do that thing we talked about?
Oh no.
Yes.
Okay, roll me 2d6.
While you roll,
baby,
can I
come
pause
on,
for a
baby.
moment? Can
I
I
know.
pause for a moment, please?
Yeah.
I need to
That's
restart the
another 11.
recording. Hang
You
on.
need to... Okay. Okay.
Just
sure.
1 second. 1 second.